Hi! Alright, welcome everyone to episode 9 of Fateful Fumble! Whoop, 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 whoop. We're so excited. This episode is called The Cold Circle, and there will be a rescue attempt in this episode going on. And Rick will get into that when he comes back from his bathroom break or something.
Yeah, and this is also the first time we play together in the same room.
Yes, this is the first time we're all gathered playing together. So cool. I think we should just start with a round table like introduction of who we are and who our characters are and things like that. So I can start. Hi, my name is Anita. I'm also known as Pixie Dust Cosplay. I'm the main host of the Coscast show on YouTube. And I play Valeth, the elven former circle mage, who is currently very, very distressed because she almost got one of her friends killed last episode, and her love interest is in the hands of the Templars. And yeah, she's very distressed. And also one of her best friends hate her now, or at least she feels like she does. So yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Shall I go next?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. I play Feral, the elven rogue. And she likes sneaking and stealing and doing stuff like that. And she has a dark backstory, which I'm not going to talk much about right now because that story is not known for my friends. And the last episode, I got a bit upset because my dear friend Ness, which I look upon as a brother, he almost died. Oh, here we have the DM.
Yeah, he's back.
Hi.
Hello.
And he brought the bark spawn.
He brought the bark spawn.
Igor, sit down. Have you an experiment for me?
And also, please tell us if the sound is bad or good or whatever.
Yeah.
But Feral is, as Anita said, not very happy at Valeth at the moment because she thinks that Valeth is selfish and that we got no progress whatsoever for the Inquisition and that everything is turning to shit. That's basically what Feral thinks right now. And she's very scared of Ness, and she doesn't want Ness to die.
Yes. And Ness, that's me. He's a male elf warrior. He also got a quite grim past. But he loves Valeth and Feral very much. Sees them as his closest allies and family, friends, you know. Not necessarily sisters, but yeah, they're family. And he almost died last episode.
We don't even know if you're gonna survive.
No,
We
we haven't gotten there
if
yet.
I'm gonna survive. And well, he did, almost sacrifice himself to, let Feral and Valeth,
Get away.
get away.
Well, more Valeth because Feral wasn't even at the same place as you. I saved you.
Yes,
We saved him because I was there too. The thing is, we went into that Templar siege of the Circle Tower because they were going to execute a dragon and a witch in front of it in order to, because one of the Templar commanders or captains.
Knights Captain Greg Garrick.
Yes.
And we weren't supposed to kill him, were we?
No, we didn't kill him either. We killed another guy.
That's true.
Unfortunately, due to the lack of subtlety that Ness possesses, he ended up picking a fight with one of the other knight captains, an Avar by the name of something Skyfist.
Yeah.
Can't remember all the names.
That's true.
Unfortunately, despite the many chances to run away, Ness decided not to back down and pick on a character who was at least 4 levels higher than him, nearly getting killed, but thanks to a bit of assistance, he ended up managing to butcher the guy and chop him from head to toe, I think it was.
Yep, I sliced him in half.
In half.
Yeah,
much.
and
Open him up like a letter.
with my last strength of 1 HP left.
He was on his one.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yep. In any case, it leaves you in a bit of a pickle. However, you did manage to get out, didn't you?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, we got out and we got a new ally. The witch and her Drake decided to stay with us. But Ness was badly injured and is now being healed overnight by the apothecary. And Valeth was left sitting outside, heartbroken and crying her eyes out because Feral pretty much told her that she hated her and thought that she was being selfish and just said, "Go, just go. I don't want you here." So that's where we left it off, really.
No, I don't want you here. I said Ness doesn't want you
Yeah, that's
here.
what you said.
This is just so Mean Girls, isn't it? It's like, I like you, but you know, Ness, he hates you.
But we have to remember that Firella, she isn't very old. She's just like 18 years old, so she will have those moments.
Yeah, Valeth is in her 20s, so
Yeah.
she's a little bit older.
Yeah, Ness is like 25.
It's like 18-year-old girls out there watching right now and saying, "Hey, I've been through some shit.
Yeah, don't fuck with me.
I can drink, damn it."
Yeah.
Now, I want to bring up the episode and get my
Hey,
notes.
Snoo Dog, you're not too late, so it's fine. We've just done the introductions and recap of last time.
Riku.
Yes. So yeah, pretty much that's what we did. Is there anything more you want to add, Rick?
Two things. One, in Sunniva's toilet, there is a sign on the door saying "Entrance to the Ministry of Magic." This is a lie,
You tried.
and I need new socks.
It's actually left over from my birthday.
Yeah.
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 Because I
was
had
in April.
So you removed it from the correct toilet and put it on yours. That's what you're saying, right? So there is still an entrance.
And have you noticed that my toilet also is a throne?
Yeah. It's literally on like a die or something. Like, I need to give you the book that I got from my parents called Game of Thrones. No, it was called... What was it called? Game of... Damn it! No, it's a play on thing where you just... It's basically lots of things to do while you're on the toilet.
Oh.
They're inspired by Game of Thrones.
Nice.
It's very cool. We're probably going to try a new format with this episode whereby we're not going to stress about finishing off the episode. I'm literally going to let you guys run. You can take as long as you like. With the experience from the Bloody Stags and the Fates Win, I've found that sometimes I've had to throw in the bin some material because time constraints. Why? And I
Yeah.
ask myself that we can have a two-parter if we need to.
Yeah.
So I want to test it out and basically give you guys some free reign on how you want to tackle a problem without too many time constraints. Also, I'm trying to be a bit less angsty than I was in the last episode of Fate, of the Betrayal Raven because I've had hate mail. It's all been from Teresa. It's basically
No one is surprised.
it's basically 16 times I am not okay with this, ending with I cannot get out, and it trails off to like they are coming or something. I don't know, she was in a very emotional space.
Yeah, she's in a bad place. Poor thing. What?
Oh, so many delicious tears. Sorry. Yes, we can start.
Okay, but Ness, he will survive, right?
Who?
Oh, don't toy with our emotions, Rick.
You know,
I'm like Old Testament God, you know.
we know what you're capable of now. So
Yes.
nothing will surprise us.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have the rights to that song, so stop.
What song? I've never read Game of Thrones. May have mentioned it once or twice. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think we can
We're
get
good.
started. We're gonna bit of a time jump just so we don't end up having to drag ourselves through the night or anything.
Yeah.
Some of you probably didn't end up sleeping. However, Adar, your boss,
Yeah.
at some point or another, has dragged you all into his office.
All of us?
With Ness included?
Ness as well.
Okay.
Ness is up walking now. However, between the bandages and the you really sexy scars, you can choose where because I'm kind. Yeah. Do you want to see my scars? You've been dragged into the. No one else is there. It's just you three and Adar, and he's reading through a report.
Oh.
Did you actually hand in a report of what happened?
Well, I mean, I haven't written one for you, but yeah, probably Valeth.
I was there. It's okay.
Yeah, Valeth would write a report. I think that's her.
Would you leave anything out, or would you be honest?
Well, maybe Farrell just in spite did the same thing, but it's a bit slightly different than hers.
Has it got lots of little drawings like I hate Valeth?
No, but you have to remember that Farrell is probably good at writing things because she did, spread rumors and stuff, and she's good with words.
Yeah.
I guess.
No.
She should be.
I mean, last time Valeth was very well aware that she did some very impulsive things that she could have thought through more, and she's very well aware that a lot of what happened is her fault.
Oh.
So she's going to be very honest about the whole thing and write the whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
Yeah. She's a horrible liar anyway. So she documents it as well as she can remember
You
it.
can't really tell a lie from a piece of paper.
No, but still, just writing it would feel wrong.
You can't tell a lie from a piece of paper. Challenge accepted. Oh yeah.
And Farrell is actually emphasizing a lot on because she had to kill this young Templar man. That kind of.
To be honest, you didn't have to. You chose to.
No, you
Technically-
can't leave any witnesses. That's basically.
Was this Skyfist or was this the other person who?
This was the really young guy who she hit on, and then she like.
Yeah,
slit his
you
throat.
actually murderized the guy. I was shocked.
In my report, I'm blaming it on Valet. That's basically why Farrell is so pissed.
That's cruel.
No,
you
but-
didn't have to do
No,
that.
but that's what she sees it because she can't leave any witnesses.
Keep
That's
it in
that's how
character.
she feels.
Yeah, Valet doesn't know what you wrote in your report because she wouldn't ask.
No. But
It's-
yeah.
What did Ness write? Did he just like spit on a page with blood or something?
Yeah,
There's my report.
I'm alive,
from
fuckers.
my freshest wound, just like.
No. You just show Adar your scars. That's all you have to do, really.
Yeah.
That's report.
Here's my report. Read it.
And I'm just gonna go like my sword through the guy.
In any case, as you're standing there, Adara is sitting at his desk. The desk always feels a bit too small for him because he's a big hulking canary. Despite the fact that he's a mage, he's taken a few hits. He's got also these tiny little spectacles that kind of cover half moon.
Oh, like a pince nez. Aww.
That's cool.
They kind of, like with wire, go around his horns because his ears are too thin. So they're just hanging there like little brass things and he's just blinking. And he picks up Ness's page.
Just tosses it in the trash.
Tosses it in the fire, probably.
Takes the glasses off. You idiots.
No kidding.
That's fair.
You realise that the Templars have still got witnesses. Be very thankful that most of them are racist scumbags because they can't tell one elf from another.
Yes, no one has ever been this grateful for racism before ever, I'm pretty sure.
Your attempt at humour, as adorable as it is not helping.
No, I know.
I've got one report from Cyril stating that you are unfit to be the leader of the group because, and quote, no, I'm not going to read that out loud. However, she does cite virtually every fault, every problem, including her own massacring one Templar who was, as far as I can tell, unaware of the danger. She also attributes that to you, whereas on your account, you blame yourself.
I do. I take full responsibility.
Excellent. Cyril, Ness, get out.
Why?
I need to speak to her alone.
Farrell just leaves. Not like she just.
Ness places his hand on Valet's shoulder and squeezes a little bit. I'll be right outside.
I leave very violently, like, just push myself off the table, not push off the table, like, but I'm not excusing myself or anything, I'm just like pushing the chair probably falls or something. It just leaves.
Rule of cool, that's the chair falls. Maybe even breaks.
I
little bit.
limp out the door.
Thank you.
Oh.
I'll be fine.
Ness, came for you. I don't know who knows we're here. Make sure they're not a thread we need tying off.
Oh man.
Cyril, close the door on your way out. Smash.
Fuck off! Do it yourself! DuPont! That's what I say.
Velith, you know why I put you in charge of this group?
Not really, no.
Because Cyril is too used to working alone, and Ness is a weapon who needs to be wielded. You're the only one who can do it. You're wrestling with two very different personalities with their own egos and a whole host of baggage.
Yes, that's true. I'm sorry, I've been doing such a bad job at it.
I got a letter from a contact I've established personally in the Templar orders. She tells me that one Kethin Lysmith, none other than the Templar recently in our employ, is currently under trial.
Valeth is trying to keep her cool, like, not freak out. She's trying not to show on the surface. I don't know how successful she is.
Why don't you find out and make a roll?
I'll make a roll. What should I roll?
I'm just gonna say, Lucia Farah in the chat is saying, I swear to the maker, if this stream makes me emotional, like the last time I watched Betrayal Raven, I'm gonna die a little.
We're all dying a little.
Yeah, we're all dying a little. Yeah.
So, suck it up, Lucia. Is she the one who does a cosplay of,
Vegan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really? Really? I hear a problem with this.
Breaking the fourth wall here.
Sorry. Hey, I don't have a character, technically, so I'm kind of an omnipotent entity, so who cares?
Okay.
If God breaks the fourth wall,
That's true.
philosophize.
But what am I rolling?
I love this camera. Sorry, I would like you to roll for willpower.
Willpower, okay.
Self-discipline.
Okay, I have a focus in that, which is good.
Very useful.
2,
considering
3,
you rolled.
4, 5, 6, 7, 9.
Yeah, you didn't pass that.
No,
You are
so basically what she
showing
does is go.
Mm-hmm. I see. I got your attention.
Yes.
Now, I don't really care if he does get executed or put in prison or sent to INR or whatever. However, if he is stripped of his Templar rights, then he may be interrogated as an accessory to an apostate, which he may very well be. If that happens, he may well tell of our existence and all of our operations. Are you piecing this together? Do you see why I am not happy?
Of course. So, what do you want us to do about it?
He stands up, takes his jacket, which is this long thing with waistcoat bindings here, throws it over his shoulders. I want you to take over complete control of this entire operation.
No, you can't be serious. No, please don't. I can't do it. I don't think I can do that.
It's done.
Why?
Well, because we're desperate, and I need to go and find out what's happening with the Inquisition, because something's up.
Right. I read that note on the chantry board a while back about Skyhold falling.
No, there was some news about Skyhold, some rumours.
No, I mean Haven falling. I'm sorry.
I need to go and find out if this Skyhold place is actually the real deal. I'm meeting with someone called Charter. She's one of Liliana's agents, someone I can trust none of the years. However, I have to do it alone, and I have to leave someone I trust. Can I trust you?
Yes.
Can I hear that once more with feeling?
Hang on. Give me a minute. Yes.
Excellent. You need to rescue this guy, get him out of that prison, prove his innocence, manipulate the situation to your will, or if all else fails, kill him. He is a liability, and his death may well save a lot more people.
I understand.
Good.
Whatever it takes.
Now, would you mind sending Ness in, please?
Yeah.
And Earl.
Right. Just before I go, I just wanted to say I'm so sorry again. And, do you have any help to offer me as to how I'm supposed to deal with feral and Ness? I don't know how to make it better again.
Feral doesn't respect anyone except for someone who is willing to do what's necessary. You need to prove that you're not just a bundle of emotions.
Right.
So be angry. Ness, on the other hand, cares a great deal about you. He needs you to be not angry, because he's the angry one.
Right.
So you need to mellow him out. Balance this, balance the team. Apart from that, I'd recommend wine, and lots of it.
Well, Leclerc can probably help with that.
If you can find any she hasn't already drunk, yes.
Valet laughs nervously because that's actually legitimately a concern.
We have a poll going. I think she's made a pass to just about everyone here,
Right.
including the dwarfs that are currently shipping smuggling lyrium in
Right.
basements.
I guess alcohol makes her frisky. I don't know.
Yeah. She's quite persuasive. Anyway, I need to leave, but before I do, I need to speak with Ferrell and Ness alone.
Yeah.
You need to go and think about which one of our allies or assets you're going to take with you on this mission. I can spare, or we can spare, one of them. The others are doing other jobs for me.
Right.
All of the details are on the wall.
All right. On the wall of his office. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I'll look at that when
It's basically your office now.
Right. Fuck. Fuck. Shit. Ah, scunt. Sorry.
In a monologue, right? Yeah.
I'm
Even the stammer.
Yeah.
How dare you sneeze, you disgusting, revolting animal.
People in chat found that I was saying no, with all caps lock, no killing Cass.
Hashtag not an option.
Snoop Dogg is saying this is what happens when you love people. Agreed, the CFR says.
All right. Right. Okay. So Vala just takes her leave silently and goes out into the common room hallway, where whatever is outside of his office.
Yeah, I'm leaning in against the wall, and as soon as you come out,
Yeah. Where are you? Are you in the
I
hallway?
rise from the wall, like, oh,
I'm probably chilling in a sofa
And
or something.
just looking
Like-
at you concernedly.
I'm fine. I just need to process a little bit. I need to process a little bit, but
Did he hurt you?
no. Adar wouldn't do that.
In any way?
No, he didn't hurt me at all.
In any way. It's like a bit of light spanking. What were you thinking?
That's fine.
Emotionally, sorry.
No,
I would do it, to be
quite.
fair.
I'm not sure. But he wants to see you, and Farrell, he wants to see you too. And then I go into the kitchen, just because I need some time to process.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay.
Cool. So you guys skulk in.
Yeah.
The chair is still down, by the way.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I don't even look at it.
No, stupid chair.
I'm going to.
Uh-huh. Shut the door.
I shut the door because I'm last in.
Of course. I would have.
Going off on a mission, and I put Valeth in charge.
Mm-hmm.
That means she's responsible for everything that happens here.
Yeah, as always.
Uh-huh. That means if she screws up, you guys are going to go your own way and leave her to die.
Yeah.
But you're not.
What? Excuse me?
You're not going to. Because if I find out that you have screwed her over, I will make sure every asset in my possession will be used to making sure that you live out the rest of your days in utter and total misery.
Oh, then you're gonna go to bankruptcy, aren't you?
If I have to. I have a very petty life.
Apparently.
But I won't have to. Because for all of your shit, you actually like her. Here's how it's going to play out. She's going to be made stronger by you two. Whether it's picking on her, making her feel like shit, or picking her up when she falls over. But you are going to make her a solid leader. And you're going to be thankful for it too. Because when the shit hits the fan, there are fans at Thetis, right? Damn it. Man.
It's fine.
You're going to need her on your side.
You don't need to ask me to be by her side.
I don't know. Maybe.
If the pay is good, I'll always do whatever the job is, so
Sure, Farrell.
you don't have to, be all this morally stupid about it.
Yeah, you probably get that a lot. In any case, I need to talk to you about something else. She's been tasked with trying to retrieve Keth from custody.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Hopefully,
always the plan.
well, now it's an official plan, but here's the catch. If she cannot get him out through either proving his innocence or by force, preferably the former because the latter will mean more trouble in the long run, you are to make sure he does not live.
So we have to kill him, you mean?
Even if she doesn't want to do the deed, if it looks like she can't pull it off, you need to do it. She'll get over it. She won't like you for a while, but she will get over it. But you need to make sure that he does not expunge any information about us. Or we might as well go and spend our next vacation in the Fade.
No problem.
Alright. Now, I'm gonna go and take a holiday. Want to bring you back anything nice? Did I really
Mabari,
say
maybe?
lice?
I would like to have a Mabari around here. A hound.
Yeah, I know what a Mabari is.
Yeah, why are you looking so questionable?
No, I just never heard anyone ask for a Mabari before. Usually it's, can you take this Mabari off my hands?
It would have been nice to have a dog in the house.
You
since
have
we
like
so
3
many
cats and,
Exactly.
and a dragon.
What, 3? I thought we only had 2.
Yes, we have 2 cats.
Damn it!
We have DuPont and the other one.
Chicken?
Chicken. Yes.
You named the cat DuPont.
Yes.
We call DuPont Eep. I'm not there though.
No, you're not, but it's driving me crazy. Very well. Cool. Adar picks up his bag, throws it on his shoulder. Right then, try not to blow up Ostwick while I'm out. And then leads through the door.
Rondra was saying, if you can't save Kath, I swear to the maker that I will cosplay dead Kath just to mess with feelings.
Ooh, ooh,
Like
ooh.
mine was messed with. Do not fail. # no pressure. Yeah.
I've gotten used to the idea of killing people who people care about. I mean, you've probably heard that I've gotten really good at it.
Mm-hmm. And you're wearing the right t-shirt for it as well.
Right.
So good. Alright.
Can I get that screen capper one more time? Yeah. Cool. You're now in essentially your first section of this whole thing, which is that you need to do planning, discuss what you're going to go about it in character. You can also take one companion with you from your list. I have all of the rules for them here. It's great. It's great. It's
Just
great.
like the real Dragon Age.
Yeah. You've already been to the place. You can do reconnaissance if you'd like, which could result in failure, getting caught, ending up accidentally killing Keth, or getting more information to help your planning.
Yeah.
One retcon. I screwed up.
Okay.
The last time we were there at the tower, Faxhold, I forgot what the map looked like, and I had it described as being within a city area. It's actually on its own freaking island, like a lighthouse. I re-looked at the map, and I swore quite a lot.
But we could still have gotten across the bridge.
Oh, totally.
There's a big bridge.
Totally. It got. I got away with it.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
there wasn't any huge discrepancies. It's just, for the sake of like scenic reasoning, it's on this beautiful bridge, on this
Yeah.
little island, and it's very lonesome and away from any civilians.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it is. Alright. Okay.
So the door opens. Adar walks out, nodding to you as he leaves. He puts on a hat, which he has cut holes for his. He's actually only got one horn. The other hand has the horn has been chopped,
Yeah.
and then leaves, closing the door behind him.
I wave.
He doesn't even know.
I just nod, like, if he acknowledges or not, I don't care.
Was it just me who thought that Thyril waves like?
Yeah, she totally does. She totally does.
She might.
What's a birdie? Oh, that's the Kestrel flying.
Yeah.
Instead of the birdie,
Yeah.
give him a flying Kestrel.
Yeah, because Valith is just sitting in one of the chairs, like, deep in thought, like, thinking. She's, distressed.
Yeah, Ness is coming up beside her, places the hand on the shoulder again,
Looks up at you.
and he just like looks at you for some seconds and then, I'll be by your side.
I'm listening to my fake Walkman.
It's like ignoring everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you need me for, don't hesitate to ask.
That's good, because I think I'm going to need all the help I can get for this.
Whatever I can do, I will do.
Thyril, I know you don't like me right now, and I know you don't think that I deserve to be in charge, and I don't even think I deserve to be in charge, but...
It's never been about you deserving something.
No, but I know you don't think so. That's all I'm saying. But I really need your help right now. I really do. Will you please help?
I'm doing my job, so there's no really need to ask.
Okay. So, we need to get Keth out.
Obviously.
And I have no idea of how to do this.
Then we'll have to kill him then. Adar said so!
Yes, I know that, but that's not what I was asking. Do you have any ideas how we can help him get out? Is what I'm getting at. Like, let's start with something simple. Who do you think we should bring along? I'm thinking that the apothecary might stand out too much, so maybe Leclerc. And I know you don't trust Kaida.
I don't care about Kaida, really. It's not that I don't trust her.
Okay. What do you think?
I think that whatever you decide, we can work on.
Yeah, I'm with Ness on that one.
Oh, great. So you're going to be absolutely no help at all.
I think that you should at least consider what we lack.
Okay,
You know,
listen,
so-
Valith, I'm gonna help you with this one because obviously I know that sneaking and thinking is really not your forte.
Thinking is just not
Planning,
no.
executing.
Yes.
No, that's really impulsive. That's what
Yes.
you are. Nothing more, really.
I am.
Anyway.
You scared the DM. You scared the DM.
That's a good thing, aren't it? Okay.
Right.
Back on track. If you want us to save Keth and bring him back in one piece alive, we should think about who is the most sneaky person we can bring with us. Leclerc would be a ruckus, too much noise, and we would probably, end up killing Keth, or we would end up dying. So we have to be a bit more smart than that. We have to go the sneak away, which I know that you guys aren't that good at, so we at least need one more person who's at my level at least.
Who would that be then? None.
Kaida.
Kaida? Well, I mean, she doesn't wear armor, but I don't know if she's silent.
She can be, I guess.
And also, she doesn't really know how society works.
Which is very good at avoiding society.
Yeah.
But also she knows magic. Who knows? Maybe she could just make a portal and just knips her fingers and suddenly we're inside. I don't know.
Right.
We don't know what she can do. But
Okay.
obviously she has to be some sort of powerful since she's been out in the forest for that long. And also she has a fucking dragon.
Yes. I don't think we should take that one with us to the Circle Tower.
No, but this dragon, it's not here, so where is the dragon right now?
It's in the sewers.
Right, so then we at least have an escape plan, and if we have to escape through the sewers, we have a safe way to get home, because the sewers, as I know them, they're full of dead.
Yes.
So...
well, you make a good point. Maybe Kaida is a good choice.
Can I give you a bit of a list of your allies, since it's like a month between the episodes, something you may have forgotten about. Currently at your disposal, Kethli Smith is indisposed.
Yeah.
The apothecary is a very good healer. He seems to be very talented in terms of entropy magic, healing, and generally just being toxic. Not very good at charisma. Warden Leclerc is a fastidious swordswoman. Unfortunately, she's very alcoholic and is prone to being quite boisterous and loud. Her skills in deception and stealthiness have yet to be tested, however. Adrian McClowan was the guardsman that you recently recruited. He's been spotted coming in and out of Leclerc's room, sometimes with less clothing. However, he seems to be helping out a lot with giving descriptions of all of the patrol routes of the guard to the agents.
Right.
He seems to be a very good shields person, largely kind of not as good as Keth, but he is learning very quickly. As a stealther, he's a lot of potential, so his development may well depend on how you treat him. Kaida, she is a mage who specialises in the manipulation of creatures, communication with creatures, and primal magics. She is quite sneaky, but her main strength is her ability to commune with the wild. Possibly not something very good in the urban areas, but she's also has been spotted by several people. She's very noticeable. Ramadar is indisposed. Dupont Lachey's he's very good at
bringing you tea.
He's very good at being snooty, and he makes a very mean tenacity. Toby Holgerson. Now, he is a hunter, so he is very stealthy. Unfortunately, although he's learning, his understanding of how the city works is growing. He's still miles ahead of Kaida, who doesn't give a shit. But Toby's quite sneaky. He's a peerless hunter and a very honest person. You also have Kieran Trevelyan. Unfortunately, he's probably in the whorehouse somewhere. And that's all you have at the moment.
Yeah, because Rirai is saying also in the chat that Kaida did jump scare us when we were in the alley, so she is sneaky.
She's stealthy.
She has a high dexterity, that's true.
But what I'm thinking is that maybe... what was the name of the guard guy again?
Oh, Adrian.
Adrian McClellan.
Maybe we could talk to Adrian just before we make any set plans, just so we know what the routes are, the patrols.
Yeah.
So we can avoid that. We don't necessarily need to bring him along, but it might help. And we have to decide, are we going to try to break Keth free, or do we want to prove his innocence? And if we do, then maybe the word of a Grey Warden would weigh heavily in our favour.
But what would happen if we prove Keth innocent? What would happen to us? Because we clearly are not.
No, we clearly are not innocent. I'm an apostate to certain people. So I don't know how public we can be. How do we go about proving someone's innocence? Do I know about these things, like procedures and things? Like, how would you go about doing it?
Who would have an experience with the Templars?
Well, I would. Just lore in general.
Well, what you
guess.
do know is that the upper echelons of the Templar Order are quite political. And from your last mission there, you do know that there was a very liberal-thinking captain who's still alive, one who's a bit of a neutral, and the one you killed. Unfortunately, that leaves a hole, which is most likely being filled right now by Gregorek.
Yeah.
So the trials are usually done in accordance with Templar tradition, which is usually headed by the Knight Commander. However, with that Knight Commander being very, very dead, and whose corpse is the equivalent of radioactive around the Temple of Sacred Ashes, they're going to have to go by rote of vote by the 3 Knight Captains. So, if you can manipulate that, it's all a question of, can you be subtle? Can you be, not murderous for a change?
Well, that's... Well, not impulsive, at least. This is sort of Cyril's strong suit. But if we could find some way to meet with these captains, or secretly, and speak to them, sway them to our side so that they would vote for his innocence, that could probably help. I know one of them is not going to vote our way, definitely, but...
Will they listen to knife ears?
I don't know, that's what we're going to have to try. If we decide to go that way.
Or can we bring, like, Leclerc to try to swoon them?
Well, she's a Grey Warden, maybe that would help.
Might.
Anyway, I think in general I am quite ill-fitted for this quest. If we're going to be about the either legal way or a sneaky way.
Yes. But I still want you there, in case, things go bad.
Of course, I'll be there to back things up in case things go very wrong.
But I came to think, the Carta, could they get us into the Circle Tower and speak to the captains?
We can ask, of course. I can ask them.
And if they can't help, maybe the what was the name of the other guy? The ones we owe favors to already?
Who?
Oh, the alley rats.
The alley rats.
Oh.
Yes.
Those bitches.
We could maybe, if the Carta can't, no.
Nope.
Forget it.
Nope. They're dangerous. We don't trust them at all.
Okay.
So, no.
So, well, but if you could ask the Carta, and then maybe we could try to get in to see at least 2 of the captains. Maybe that could help.
Maybe. Another I was saying, if you won't listen to knife ears, put a knife to their ears. Good idea, but we'll be outnumbered really fast, I think. By the way, Swoo Dog is saying, by the way, just because that whorehouse comment, do you realize the cold circle sounds like euphemism for dead?
White lady of something something. I don't know what that means.
No.
What is this? What is it?
No, it just says, by the way, just because of the whorehouse comment, do you realize the cold circle sounds like a euphemism for dead white lady of something something?
Not until you mentioned it. Thanks for that. That was I was unable to kind of think of that as a vagina joke until you brought it to my attention. But rest assured, the next circle or hole or any other type of comment we get, I will think of vagina. Or butt.
Yeah.
Or something sexual. Thanks, man. That's good. Good call.
Drink.
God damn it! No.
Okay.
But Feral goes down to talk to the Carta.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I go
Goes
talk
down
to
to the
Aiden about the patrols and stuff. Just so we know.
Adrian. Get his name right. If you go in and say Aiden, it's Adrian.
Yeah,
yes, whatever. Aiden.
Sorry. You're not important.
I think I'm actually going to. Ness is going to follow Valis on this one because Valis seems to be the one who needs the most support.
She does.
The weakest.
Right now, she is.
Like moral support.
Yeah.
Well, she is. She's the one with the lowest HP points, anyway. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hello, glass cannon.
Yeah.
Exactly, more fun.
Thank you, Barkspawn.
Barks.
But before we go, I want to say good luck to Feral.
Thanks.
And then I'll flick you on the
What could you
nose.
possibly be bothered by?
Birds.
The burbs. He hates burbs.
Yeah, we all hate birds. Cool. So, first of all, we're going to take on the Carta.
Yeah.
Who goes to see the Carta?
Me!
Awesome. So you go down the stairs.
Yeah.
There's fog down there as usual.
Where's my man?
Obscuring. Yeah, you feel like you're alone for a second, but you know that's not true, and eventually you hear like a blighted stone. It's cold down here. You follow the sound of the voice.
Yeah.
And you see Carter, who's meant to be on guard, knives going down. No one you recognise, but he knows of you, it seems, because he lightens up. He goes, "Hey, so
Yeah, that's wrong.
how are things going?"
Good. We need a favor.
What? I can't discuss favors. I'm just like, I just got this guard duty, you know?
Where's Spake?
He's busy.
Is there anyone of importance here except for you?
I'm important.
Yeah, you're very important, but you said it yourself. You just got this job. Is there anyone who's been here for a while?
Roll persuasion. This is what she gets in the 30s.
Tuck down your shirt a little. Maybe that'll help.
No.
I wish I was wearing my shirt right now because it'd be like I could pull off a feral and be like, so let's try that test again.
Didn't win. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Fun fact: feral in Elvish means femme fatale.
16.
What?
16.
16? Yeah. Easily done. I'm sod it. I'm important. Yeah, I'm important. I can make decisions. Besides, they left me here to represent the Carta.
How well do you know these sewers?
Fairly well, I guess. Why? Where'd you want to go?
The Tower of Magi.
He goes a bit pale.
We need to save a companion of ours.
A mage?
No,
Oh.
a Templar. If you've been around here, you've probably seen him or heard him. His, the guy who's just looks a bit sobby and sad and brooding all the time and has those puppy eyes and sounds like he's annoyed all the time.
Krasnaringa.
That's the one.
Yeah. That's one of the nicknames we have. We call him the Weeping Bear.
Yeah, that sounds exactly like him.
For a Templar, he's very sad. Most Templars are always angry or suspicious.
Oh, he's lost his love and he has given up on life and blah 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 blah. Sad story. Yeah.
He needs a drink or to get laid, or both, preferably in that order. Okay.
Working on it. I'm not there. Out of character.
Let's just have this moment where suddenly Violet's head just appears under the stairs and goes, working on it.
She would never say that.
No.
Ever.
No amount of alcohol could drive her to that level of, yeah. So, he taps his lip for a second. They don't have any sewers.
They don't?
Well, they do, but it's not connected to the main.
Oh.
So, the closest we can get you is to the river outlet.
So we can sneak in by their sewers?
Like basically walking on the the smuggler's path underneath the main path. It's used to thing there. You gotta be wet, but you could get past all of the Templar guards, get into the camp at least.
Will it be dangerous?
What's the time? About midday, so tide's out.
Okay, so we have to do it now if we're gonna go
In
that.
the next 3 hours.
Alright.
Ish.
How long would it take before we are at the river outlet?
30 minutes.
Who would guard here if you guide us through the sewers? I'm sorry if the cam keeps moving because my dog is just going and pushing the. Yeah. So just tell us if something moves out of the way. Yeah. Go on.
Scream loud and proud. Well, I suppose I could go and wake up my friend over there. He's sleeping. It's my turn. Now, if I'm very careful... Hold on, let me try this. He wandered off into the fake fog that they cast to hide their operation. You hear what sounds like a pot being thrown on the floor. What? That's your shift. What? Yeah. I've been at work for like 6 hours. You slept through. What? Start your shift. What? He comes back after a few seconds. There we go. Just, I'm gonna get a few things. Just, let me know when you're ready to go.
Yeah, I just have to go up and tell my companions and,
Whoa. That guy with the mask isn't coming, huh?
Probably not.
Good.
But it might be someone else, though, so we'll
Okay.
have to blindfold them, I guess, so they don't know about you guys down here.
If they can remember the way, they deserve that information. That's what I think.
That's true.
But, plus blindfolded people often fall in the mud.
Yeah, but we're just
And
gonna
the
blindfold
shit.
them until we get to the entrance of the tunnel.
You know you don't have to blindfold them, right? You have a thing about blindfolds or something?
No.
Because, I'm alright with that. That's
Oh, come on, you know you do.
What are you saying?
I'm just commenting.
Are you hitting on me?
I wouldn't know how. Besides, I'm married, so...
When does that stop anyone, really?
Well, she doesn't know. But...
Okay, I'm gonna stop you there because I'm obviously joking with you, alright, man? All cool. And I give him a bro fist like
He
this.
just looks up for a second as if he's like looking into the middle distance, thinking about someone. Oh, yeah, sorry. So, yeah, so long as we don't get the guy with the mask coming down here asking for our waste.
Okay. Waste? What do you mean?
He asked for dwarven poop.
Okay. What the fuck?
Apparently it has lyrium deposits.
Oh,
Okay.
He scares me. He smells wrong.
He smells. I know, I've been on the road with him for like a month and it was awful.
Anyway, I'll be waiting here for you.
Yeah, I go back upstairs.
Cool. Meanwhile, Phaleth is talking to Adrian. Adrian is just exiting Leclerc's room as you come up, and he's wearing his small clothes.
okay. So he's in a bit of a bad position right now.
He looks very much ashamed of himself. Like he's just discovered chocolate or something. And he's eaten so much he's about to throw up. That kind of mixture of feelings.
He's gone somewhere Valev hasn't gone yet, basically.
Maneth is 25 years old.
Still not had sex.
Some people are late starters, and that's fine.
Yes.
Circle Mage. All she had was romance novels, okay?
You do get to miss that kind of 60 seconds like shenanigans when you're younger. Anyways, moving swiftly on.
Yeah.
He comes out. He sees you. He looks down. Looks back up.
Don't worry about it. All I wanted to ask is, do you have any idea of what the patrol rosters look like around the Circle Tower today or tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, you can go get dressed and then report back to me down in the living room because I need to know.
And
And then she knocks on the door for Leclerc.
Yeah. Oh, you want to go again, eh? She opens the door and she's holding like a flagon and she's wearing practically nothing.
Okay, Valet is just like, hi.
Ness doesn't flinch.
No, sorry, not what you were expecting.
This wasn't exactly what I was expecting, but you know, I am adaptable.
So I have heard. Valet just goes bright red, like
She's Leclerc looks, if she may well be naked and she's very fit. She's also stonkingly drunk and that's kind of like red rimmed eyes. She's not doing well.
No.
Whatever's going on with her is getting worse.
Leclerc,
Bless you!
I have a question. You look tired and you look like you're in a bad place, but do you think you would be capable of helping us save Keth from the Circle Tower?
You mean the crying bear?
Yes. Or I guess is that a nickname?
Yeah, the dwarves came up with it. I was just there for the ride as usual.
Oh, okay. Right. Do you think you'd be able to help? We want to try to convince the captains that he's innocent and that they should let him go. And do you think you'd be able to help in any way? I mean, you're a Grey Warden. Maybe your word would mean something more than just ours.
It is a possibility, yeah.
Can't you try to recruit him or something?
The rite of conscription. I don't know.
The rite of conscription is a funny thing, no? It is basically based on how much they believe in me. You can't say, for example, I am like the fairy, no? Like, do you believe in me?
Right.
Do you?
I believe in you.
Ness?
I see you.
Everything.
Oh yeah, you see her, all right.
I see all of you.
She's just looking at you for a second and then realising there's absolutely no reaction. Fine. She is in like her late 30s, so you know there's a part of her which is like, can't do it to everyone, I guess. This is everything I have.
Oh no, you're so much more than that.
You just remind me of myself when I was so younger. She drops the wine on the floor, which doesn't smash, thankfully, because it's skin. But then she, with both arms, just grabs you and just brings you real close.
I'm being hugged by a naked Leclerc in the hallway.
And you're emotionally stressed, so probably you will be like,
Vali's just like, for a minute she's like really upset about it, then she's like, oh fuck it, and hugs her back and like
I'm just, checking down the hall if someone is watching.
No one's watching, but they're not being like silent. There's two fully grown women crying, one naked, in the hallway.
Maybe we should take this inside your room.
No, I don't know. I'm not in the mood anymore.
I wasn't talking about that, and I pushed both of you inside and shut the door.
drunk Leclerc plus, that's the good stuff. Yes. It is the good stuff.
They need Leclerc in the Fateful, the Betrayal Raven right now. That's what I'm saying, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. She would fix everything.
Yes. She would.
As you come into the room, you see that the bed is a mess. It hasn't been changed for quite some time. Her clothes are everywhere, and it looks like she's been hacking at one of the support beams in the room with her sword. There are assorted smashed glasses, cups, mugs, wine, caskets, everything, everywhere. And you get a smell of body odor and generally just someone who's not sleeping very well, should we say.
Does she have a window?
Yes, it's open.
I go over to the bed and take the sheets and hang it out the window.
Yes. Awesome.
Right. So, is the calling getting worse?
It is... Did I tell you this? probably told you
The
this.
apothecary told us that you were hearing the calling, but that it was an untrue calling, and that's why you have to drink to resist.
He tells everyone my personal secrets. Maybe I'll go and tell everyone
Well,
this.
you did.
She goes over to the window.
You did start to cry in the middle of the road openly the morning after we tried to kill the red bitch. For the
As you're
second
saying
time.
this, she's already over to the window and
Yeah.
she's like calling out onto the street below.
Never
My
mind.
best friend is a darkspawn, and it smells like poop and broken dreams. And my accent's switching to Jamaican. Come on. Oh, so shit. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I am
Never
not a voice
mind.
actor.
Never mind.
Lame. And she turns around.
This is the quality content we're all here for. I know, right?
Very different themes in every game. It's weird. She turns around. Oh, this is getting chilly. I'm starting to get hard in the wrong places.
Oh my god.
She starts picking up
so
clothes.
good.
She starts putting her armor on first. She's like, no, this is wrong. No, wrong order. No.
I give her the shirt.
Yeah, thank you.
You're so helpful, Ness.
This isn't mine.
I must remind you, I was a former slave to
This is
lord and a lady, and I'm used to dressing people.
right. That's why you're not affected by nudity.
Stop, my friend.
I have to learn this trick sometime.
It takes.
There are so many naked people in this house.
Yes, but it takes a lot of years to, get immune to the.
If you're just joining us, good spot.
You sure know how to choose them.
Yeah. After getting her shirt on the wrong way 3 times, she finally gets some clothes on. Starts clipping on.
Yeah, I'm
braces.
kind of assisting.
It feels so much better.
You forgot something. Here, I pull up her pants.
Oh, you've done this before.
Right.
Okay.
We were talking about the rite of conscription. Is that something that you could actually do?
Sure, I suppose. I just point at someone and say, I want him, and it is not a brothel.
Right.
Then that would be
Except,
something we could do. Except.
I have been told that the Grey Wardens are not as popular as they used to be.
No.
Many people are asking why were you away when there was this problem or this problem or this problem? Why weren't you there to stop the mages? Maybe they had something to do with it. Grey Wardens were in Kirkwall when it went kaboom. So I do not know how successful it will be. I can try.
Well, it's something as a plan B at least. If convincing them doesn't work, we could try to conscript him.
Of course, if I conscript him, he has to go through the joining, and then he has to
Couldn't
be a Grey
it just
Warden.
be an empty conscription? Like we say we're going to conscript him, but we're not.
You've never seen her this stern before. She suddenly goes very dark, walks over to you and looks down at you. No.
Okay, just asking.
Well, it's
Hero
better
would have been proud if
it's
she was
better
here
that
right
he
now.
goes through that and we have to kill him.
We're proud of me or
Yeah, because you're like, hey, can't we just fake it? And she'll be like, yeah, you go.
Trust me, my dear, you cannot go through life faking it.
No. Okay.
It has
Drink.
to be real.
What?
But this goes straight over Valet's head. She has no idea what this is, what you're talking about. So she's like, "Oh, no, I guess not."
Dog just knocked over my bottle.
Oh, if you need ice, by the way, I have ice cubes in my fridge thing.
Awesome.
It's a machine. If you need it.
You have an ice dispenser?
Yes?
Holy shitsicles.
Now it's too late.
That's what I tried to say.
What do you mean it's too late? Just plop it into this.
You're gonna splash the whole.
No.
Nuh-uh.
It's the one to the right that says ice.
Alright.
The one that says ice. Good.
Like ICE.
This also is part of the quality content you all are not paying for.
Yeah. Also, Greta was saying that who has the room next to Leclerc? I can't imagine her as a quiet neighbor hacking at the support beam in the middle of the night.
It's actually, if I recall correctly, it's the apothecary, but he doesn't sleep, so
He's used to it.
he's used to it too. He probably makes more noise, with his guests and his experiments.
Yeah. Okay. So So. Well,
Adrian, yes.
yeah, but yeah. So if Keth agrees to the conscription, that is an option. At least.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Thank you.
He will still be dishonored by the Templars, and
Yes.
He most likely is already.
I don't know much about Keth, but I know he is a very honorable man.
Yes, he is. Okay. So would you come with us if we go?
Well,
Or when we go, we will go. I don't want to force you into doing something you don't want to do.
You can, you know.
Yes, but if I can help it, I won't.
Just saying.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention it. Adar left me in charge.
well then, you do not need to ask. You simply need to say.
But I still want to ask.
She's giving you an option to refuse.
That is not how it works. Darling, you need to be a bit more stern.
Fine! Then you're going! End of the story! Period!
Yes, my captain, my captain. I will go immediately. She goes over and picks up her sword and then slaps it onto her waist and then forgets to buckle it on. It falls to the ground.
I start assisting her with the armor and stuff.
I'm so glad Farrell isn't seeing this because she would be even more furious about it because this is a bad decision.
Make your bets now, people. Thank you for helping me.
I've done this before.
Oh,
Nothing new.
I'd love to know what else you've done before.
Wouldn't you like
Drink.
to know?
What? Done what?
I've done a lot with humans before, not always
Playing with volunteers.
voluntarily.
Okay. Okay.
Let's leave it at that for now.
Adrian?
What? He's far away.
Yeah. I'm going to go find Adrian.
Hmm?
We'll find you soon.
Adrian comes out of his room wearing, finishing off the last fastenings of his armour. He's wearing again a bit of a modified version of the city guard outfit. Although he's obviously had to make do with certain, because he's not working for the city guard anymore technically, since they're corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
So he's basically swapped out a few components. Now he's got a green bandana around, wearing green cloth. He kind of borrowed a few bits and bobs from the Inquisition gear, since that most of the agents are no longer wearing it, since the whole cell went rogue.
Yeah.
We're dark.
Dark.
The darkest of dark. I don't know if anyone remember this, but on the Bloody Page episode, the cell, because it was compromised, decided to write itself off as killed in action, so that even the Inquisition thinks they're dead. So they're working on their own.
Mm. Only Leliana knows that we're still operating.
Only Leliana knows, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hopefully we can trust her.
Yeah. So Valeth goes to Adrian and kind of just asks him. So, patrols. We should talk about this as a group, so we don't have to repeat ourselves. So I would like it if you and Leclerc could join us downstairs in the main common area, and we can go over the plan of rescuing Keth.
Sure. Okay. Do you need me to go out and get some more information, or?
Yes, if you could, that would be lovely.
I have a few friends who can probably give me a few more.
Be back in an hour or two?
Yeah, probably quicker.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. He skedaddles, heads out. I need to find my dice because I need to make some rolls for him.
Rose.
You wanna test ride it?
Would I? Have you seen this thing? It's freaking brilliant.
Yeah.
This is from Die Hard, which gets extra points from me because Nakatomi Plaza. There's the buttons. Thank you. Sorry, I was doing something serious.
Yes, you were.
Really? Ooh, really? Yeah, cool. Do you want to do something in the hour that he's gone?
Yeah, we're gonna meet up. I'm gonna go upstairs from the musky basement. I don't want to stay down there because it smells.
I'm just gonna go down in the common room and try to think of ways to work this out.
I'll just, make sure that Leclerc finds her way to the common room.
The tools at your disposal are to use agents to give you certain amounts of information depending on a roll that I make. And that's going to develop as we play this. We develop the game for you guys so that your cell is an organization and it will evolve depending on what you do in the game. That's going to come later. For now, we'll just use your best stat to find out more intelligence with regard to what's going on, who's what, something you could possibly use.
Yeah, I could roll a leadership roll or a research roll at any point in time if it's necessary.
Yeah, research would
both.
be good for mission reports and things, and leadership would be good for getting people to work harder.
Yeah, I have I have focuses in both.
Yeah. Cool. However, really poor rolls could mean that someone's gotten captured or killed.
Yes.
So send Cyril out. That'd be a good training exercise.
Solve all my problems in one go.
Wow, now she's thinking. Watch it, guys. We've got a Sansa on the rush. Jesus. All right. So how do we play this?
I tell them about that we can use the sewers to at least get close to the tower unnoticed. We can probably go in some sort of back door, I don't know, but that would be easier than just going into the main gate.
Right. So, do you mention this thing about the smuggler's path? Yeah. Okay. Well, it sounds like a better idea than to just stroll in there. That doesn't seem very likely. So I think maybe going through the smuggler's path is a good idea.
It might be.
Try to get in through the separate sewer system of Faxhold, if they even have one.
Yeah, because they have their separate ones. The Carta doesn't really know how the overlay of that sewer system is, and could be full of traps. Who knows? Probably magical traps.
Are there any planning offices or city offices where you could get schedules and maps and blueprints of buildings and stuff in Ostwick?
Nothing that advanced as far as you can tell. If anything does exist, it's probably going to be in the tower.
In the tower, yeah.
Yeah, because they operate
Makes
also
sense.
as the library.
Right. So if we go through there, most likely we would have to spend some time trying to find our way up and out and into the tower. So that's tricky. But we could try to ferret out and see if someone has been there before, knows about it.
Good.
So what do you suggest?
Well, that's the only thing that I've checked out. I don't know. It's not hard for me to sneak in the way that I snuck in the first time, but I can't, take any of you guys with me.
No, that's exactly it. I can't do what you do. And I'm also an apostate. So that's not going to work. And Ness is definitely not getting in there without a disguise of some sort. So
They do use elvish slaves, though. You have
they
noticed.
do.
I do have quite a lot of
I
experience
think slaves.
as a
Sorry.
slave.
They're not
Yeah.
slaves per se. They're just,
Servants.
discriminated, oppressed, second-class citizens. That's not slaves.
We could try to get in as servants.
That would leave us very vulnerable.
Yeah, we couldn't bring any weapons, not our armor. But maybe that would speak in our defense, sort of, seeing as we would be taking a big risk.
I'm quite against this plan.
Yeah. So no, that's not an option. But yeah, I want to send someone out to see if they can find the layout of the sewers or something, I think.
Okay, cool. By the way, this is just what I rolled, and this is what this means. I had a list on my thing to see what people could do if you send them out on little missions. Adrian returns quite quickly, comes storming in. He's got a bag, a very large rucksack, and he plonks it on the table with a little clang. Murph! Exactly, Igor. Yeah. So,
What is it?
I have a friend
Yeah.
who doubles as a blacksmith, and they had a surplus order, and it occurred to me that maybe you'll need a disguise, and he tips the bag over, and these bits of armor come out, and one of them has the flaming sword symbol of the Templar Order.
No, shut up.
I just rolled a 6, 6, and a 5, so that was his investigation. Adrian works for the guard. he's an investigator. This is what he does. So that was cool. If he rolled really low, he would have been captured, and you had to rescue him as well. That was cool.
Oh my god.
Oh
my
wow.
god, our assets suck.
Should we turn on some light, by the way? It's getting kind of dark.
Yes, next to you.
They come out of dark, mostly.
I will turn on the light.
Alright. Well, that's spectacular. Could we... Is that an option?
Yeah.
Sneak in using Templar armor?
Everything's
If you go through the sewers and then we go to the smuggler's path as Templars, we would, blend in perfectly, I guess.
there's only one kit here.
Yeah, okay.
It could fit Ness, I think.
Yeah. So Ness could be a Templar,
And we'll just be servants, because I hardly wear armor.
I don't wear armor at all.
You'd have to wear the helmet the whole time, though, because you've got, like, Dragon Age 2 kind of elvish features, not Dragon Age 1 where they look like humans with pointy ears. So it's a bit of a giveaway with the huge anime eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually not entirely true. Pick your pen, whatever.
Well, I'll play the part of being some high lord, snotty Templar guy. I can do that.
Awesome. This would be interesting. What's your deception rate? It's not like you're...
I mean, I should get a plus because I've studied lords and ladies.
Yeah. You've read those books,
No, I've lived with them.
Lords and ladies, a primer.
No, yeah, he's lived with
Minus
them.
the
Well,
sexual
we've lived with Tavintern lords and ladies, and those kind of lords and ladies are special.
But maybe not talk so much, just grunt a little bit or something?
I'll just be really obnoxious.
Okay.
And and probably I will treat you quite poorly, not physically, but
that's okay.
emotionally. So please do not take it to heart.
Oh, we can deal with that. I think we can handle it.
There is the sound of a dozen pieces of metal being thrown down the stairs, and then
That is kind of just like jumps.
at which point you hear something in Elysian sounding very rude, and then a certain Grey Warden springs up.
Did you fall down the stairs?
Nope, I merely came down the stairs at combat speed.
Okay. Are you okay?
Nothing a little wine can't fix.
Are you sure you want to be drinking right before a mission?
Would you prefer me with a hangover?
No.
Then.
No. Okay. So, right, here's the plan. Ness will be masquerading as a Templar. So that's what we have so far. We'll be getting onto the island through a smuggler's path that the Carter will help us get to, and Cyril and I will masquerade as servants. And then you'll come along, I guess.
We're bringing her?
I think so.
Okay.
Because she's a Grey Warden, and if we can't, talk the captains into releasing Ness and deeming him Keth, and deeming him innocent, then she could use the right of conscription to get him off.
So you're gonna talk them into releasing Keth?
We will have to talk them into releasing
As servants?
Keth. Well, we drop the disguise when we get in to see the captains, obviously.
And what would keep them to not throwing us out or killing us at the spot?
Leverage, probably.
Probably.
This is Adrian, by the way. So you need leverage. You need to basically find something that you can use against them, or do them a favor or something, I guess.
And you have something?
Oh no, I'm not there. But that's the way you operate with people like this. They don't need anything from you, so they won't do anything for you. But if you find out what they need, or find out something they don't want being brought into the light, this is how criminals think, but it is effective, admittedly.
Cyril, do you know anyone who could find some dirt or find out how they feel up there about this new captain that's arrived?
We do know that the new captain is some guy who's done a lot of shitty stuff, don't we?
Yeah, well, it doesn't seem like a lot of people like him.
No.
So we can try to, get him on our side.
Gregaric is
He's not going to be on our side.
He's probably going to be the easiest one to persuade.
Gregaric?
Why?
Yes.
No.
We killed we stole the dragon and the elf that he was going to execute in order to get more power.
It's not just that. He's trying to get the position of Knight Commander.
Yeah.
So he's going to use Keth as a stepping stone.
Yeah. We're not. I don't think we should even waste time on him. The other two is important because if we can sway 2 votes, then Keth is free. His vote doesn't matter.
Mutfa needs slippers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So could you talk to anyone in the Carta about finding some information on the other 2 captains? We don't know enough about them.
To be honest, there aren't that many people down there right now, and
Right.
I'm not sure if they know much other than the
Adrian,
tunnels.
do you know anyone who could find some information about these people?
Yeah. Me.
Huh?
Me.
Oh, you. Oh, okay.
Look, I'm not exactly the best in like swordsmanship, but I'm pretty good on a case.
Oh, you've proven that with the armor. I mean, I think you might have just saved Kath's life just by doing that. So,
Yay.
I trust you.
Save Kath Mission Impossible style.
Says Greta.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Leclerc goes, wait, that is the mission? I thought you were kidding. That wasn't a joke.
No,
This is fantastic. We're looking at going along a treacherous path
Yes.
in full plate mail on an elf who will be playing the role of a Templar.
Yes.
With his slaves. Maximum chance of fatality. Minimum chance of glory. This is going to be fantastic.
Are you sure we're gonna bring her?
I was. I was. Oh, but I still believe in Leclerc. She
Yeah,
can
at
do
least
this.
we're gonna die smiling, I guess.
Yes, at least.
If we're gonna die.
No, I'm glad you're on board.
Yes.
I like the enthusiasm.
Oh, it is fantastic. No one will believe we pulled this off. If we pulled this off.
Mm-hmm.
When we pull this off.
Yes. Okay, so Adrian, could you please help us again and find some information on these people?
Sure, but it's gonna take a while.
It's okay. I think we still have how long is a while?
We'll have to go over for starters. It's gonna take me another hour.
Okay, I think we can deal with that.
Greta's saying, get climbing equipment and Avar, climb up the tower and blow it up as you jump to a griffin that swoops by.
Except
If only we had a griffin. But I like your thinking, Greta.
I was almost going with the whole when Cyril pushed the chair over in anger, the chair would explode, and then she would have sunglasses, just gonna go deal with it, and then she'd walk away, that kind of thing.
She drops the mic.
Yeah, mic drop.
Adar's like, what just happened? Black magic.
Alright, are we doing this?
One sec. It's very Hamilton-esque, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess we're doing this.
Muffin.
Cool. Adrian doesn't come back.
Okay.
It's over an hour.
Okay.
He hasn't returned.
Oh no, did he have a shitty role?
He's
Not the best.
What did we send him out to do now?
get information.
You sent him out.
Mm-hmm.
You're in charge.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag no stress. Hashtag we believe in you.
Mm-hmm. Hashtag we're going to have to go look for Adrian.
We have to save Kath first. So
Okay, we can't wait for Adrian.
we only have how many hours has it gone since I was down talking to the Carta?
2.5.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to leave in maximum half an hour if we're going to do this.
Okay. Good to know that we have a timeline. Alright. Shit. Right, okay. Cat cannot stay in that tower or we will be exposed and we'll have to kill him. And I don't want that to happen. But I don't want to leave Adrian in a bind, but Adrian will have to wait.
He might be alright,
I hope
he's
so.
only been gone for a few hours. Maybe he's just had a few bumps in the road and he had to hide and just wait it out. And if it's not back when we get back with Kat later, we'll go looking for him tomorrow.
I agree. Yes.
All right. Or maybe if we have someone to spare, I can probably ask the Carta to go look for him.
How much of our plan does Adrian know of right now?
All of
Everything.
That might be a problem. If he's caught and tortured, he might spill the
Where was he
entire
going?
thing.
He was just going to find information on the captains.
Where?
In the Templar captains. He didn't say where he was going.
We might be expected.
We don't know where to look for him anyway.
Yeah, but we might be expected just to be so we're not surprised that we.
No, we'll have to remember that. It's a good point. Valeth is stress eating.
Stop it! You won't be able to run.
Feral,
Yeah,
can I talk to you for a minute?
of course.
I take her to
One
another
side, yeah.
Another room.
I'm trying not to listen to what they're saying
Do you want
because
to though?
of course she wants to, but she's not going to.
Do you want to roll stealth against Feral's perception?
No,
I wouldn't
she's
bother.
going to engage with Leclerc instead, just talk with Leclerc.
Because if you try that roll, you'd end up making the whole building explode or something.
Yeah, no, I'm not going up against Feral and the things she's
tries
good
to
at.
be stealthy. Kaboom!
She trips on some TNT and everything explodes.
Literally everything.
Okay, in this room I just check that no one is near, and I close the door, and I slip a note out from my tunic. This mission might go even worse than the last one,
Okay.
and if worst come to pass, I want you to have read this letter that I got. And I want you to do what's on the letter for me if I don't survive. Because it's very important to me.
May my life be in danger if I read this.
No.
I would have taken it anyway, brother.
But please don't tell Valis. I don't want to trouble her.
Oh, I'm a good liar, so no problem there.
Secrets to keep from Valeth? Are you kidding me? Like I would ever tell.
Everyone's looking at Sunniva's face here.
Leclerc?
Dun, dun, dun.
Leclerc, do you have any of that good wine left still?
A little.
Could I have some?
But of course, I didn't think you were a interesting person.
Oh, thank you.
No, but this is fine. You are asking now. It's fine.
I just feel like this is a good time to take up drinking because I'm very nervous.
But nerves are fantastic. They remind you that you are alive.
Oh, I feel alive all the time, especially when I'm dying. So, yeah, I think a glass would probably be good right now.
Well, I suppose one could not kill you. Unless... No. Don't say that. She basically pours you a glass. Okay, it's enough.
Takes it and cheers.
Ah, yes. Bonk with
Bonk.
the rest of the thing.
Yeah. And Valis just empties the whole thing in one go and goes like... Thank you.
Yes!
What?
I have achieved another friend, I think.
Oh, good. I've considered us friends.
Don't make me cry right now. It will rust my armor. Also, it will ruin my makeup. Which I am not wearing.
I was just about to say what makeup.
When was the last time I wore makeup? Oh, now I remember. Oh, Jean-Mi. Jean-Mi. He's dead now.
But
You
just
playing Wicked Grace down
puts her
there?
glass next to the bottle again and fill her up.
We can't continue this after we are finished.
Yeah, that's true.
We
Not
can
too
celebrate
much.
the return of Gethin.
Yes, we'll
I
celebrate.
guess we get it back.
Yeah.
Are we ready to leave now?
I hope so, because I feel like I'm sobering up.
By the way, Rick,
Yes,
because I have the felon's coat or something like that.
you do.
How does that look? Does it look like
How do you want it to look?
just peasant?
Peasant.
Like
It looks
peasant
more
clothes,
like, I imagine it, you know Varric's coat from Dragon Age?
I just remember his shirt.
Like a big, like with big lapels and like leather and.
Yeah. True. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But it's not like it doesn't look like a slave.
No.
No.
It looks like a merchant or a trader or a shifty person, quite frankly. But what's great about the Felon's Coat is not just a multitude of pockets, but also the fact that it has a grungy colour to it, which means that if you just leant down next to Urban Refuge, you wouldn't be able to be seen. It's essentially perfect for an urban setting.
Trash jacket.
Yeah, I'm just wearing it, so I'm just gonna win.
It also has an epic collar that you can fold up when you're walking away from exploding towers. Just saying.
Okay, good. Then I'm definitely keeping the coat on for this mission.
Coats? Yes, Igor.
Am I still wearing the armor, or we're going without it?
You're gonna wear the Templar armor.
You're going to change into the Templar armor.
Cyril, can you help me put it on? It's a lot of straps I can't reach.
Yeah, sure. No problem. No problem.
You now are wearing armor 10.
Ooh.
However, it reduces your. Are you trained in full plate mail?
I'm not sure. I don't think.
Check your talents.
Ronald was saying, he's dead now. I'm cutting a wig and almost cut my finger from that. Leclerc is killing Ronald.
I think
Not
also
quite that.
Ronald would be an
full plate. So
amazing
you're basically going to
Leclerc.
have like a
Yes.
reduced speed. Your max dex is going to be 2 when you're defending. So people will be able to hit you easier, but you're going to feel nothing.
Also, Snoodog wants you to cosplay Leclerc, Rick. Because no one can talk like you, apparently.
Sure you can, you're just going to go
What's my
zip up
armor
there or
rating?
something.
What's my armor rating at now?
It's now 10.
10.
What you need to do with Leclerc is to think of like the worst French accent possible.
Almost Jamaican.
Really? Yeah.
That kind of slips into Jamaican like an alcoholic putting a sock on, and, which I've done several times.
Being an alcoholic or putting socks on.
You know when you're so drunk, you put the sock on and you think to yourself, this is the wrong foot. And
There is no such thing.
I was saying, an idea is forming.
Yes. Yes, please do Leclerc.
We need Leclerc
Yes.
cosplay.
Also, I need a cat, so, get to it.
yeah.
Alright. Are we moving on to the cellars?
Yes. Moving forward. Adrian is still not arrived. You guys have made it very clear. Would you stop that?
Vanessa is just wringing her hands. She's so worried.
Aww. So you guys are in the cellar. The dwarf is there. You can hear someone snoring in the background. When you look at the dwarf with the daggers, he just shrugs. Oh, he's on guard duty. It's not my problem.
Valis,
Yes.
if things come to blows,
Yes.
stay behind me.
I'll try.
Is that Kethan? I thought you said you were taken by the
Oh,
temple.
no, this is Ness. He's in disguise.
This is like all my nightmares roll into one.
I just talked to the one person I didn't ever think that I would ever dare talk to.
Leclerc comes down. Oh, hello, Shotty.
Don't worry. She won't remember you tomorrow, so she won't know that you're here. It's fine.
Ah, you do know her. Well, alright, follow me.
Also, while we're walking, we should discuss what we're going to say. Convincing arguments for them to...
You don't have to worry about this, man.
No, I do. You need to keep your voices down, otherwise people will hear us.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do it later then.
Alright then. So, keep quiet. Keep your hands and legs inside the traveling
Okay.
journey as we go. And,
No talking to any people who wants to, help me! Like in the prison.
Oh,
I
right.
don't want
No.
any things happens like that again. Like,
all I need to now is have some weird 6-year-old little boy in the dungeons, and he's his legs and arms have been eaten by rats, and he's like, help me. I'm like, go.
Fuck you.
Come on, girl. Help the boy.
just think that everything is a trap, right? Everything is a trap.
I will try to put on my best Templar performance.
Yes.
Just be a snotty asshole.
Yeah, right.
Usually works. What? Hashtag not all Templars. Most Templars. Enough Templars. Exactly.
Okay.
Oh.
What?
Domino is saying, I have a Grey Warden Bolero jacket, so it's technically in the works.
Kath?
Leclerc. Kath is a
Leclerc.
Templar.
Leclerc.
Well, that's funny because you said Elder Kath and Leclerc at the same time. Is this how I cosplay?
Yes.
This is just breaching so.
Oh, Teresa is in the chat. I think it's only fair that the Fateful Fumble loses a member of their group too.
Not bitter or anything.
Teresa was one of those girls that if she ever had a sibling and that sibling broke one of her toys, she would be like demanding to the father, break one of his.
Yeah, it's only fair.
It's only fair.
We love you, Teresa.
That's C.K. Lewis joke,
Well, to be fair, I almost died last time.
And I've almost died twice.
I've never been hit.
Once. You got hit once and you lost like 2 hit points.
Yeah, so we're gonna go like real Game of Thrones there, and you die because you haven't gotten hit.
I know.
Teresa, come here. Come closer. Alright. You close? Alright, good. I've tried to fucking kill them 3 times. And they still survive. I think the problem here is you need to think about how you failed Fasca. And that's what you need to address. Okay, harsh truths. Just think about that. Okay? I love you. This is coming from a place of love. Anyways,
I guess she believes you now.
but she's gonna send me more freaking hate mail.
Yes, probably.
It's like a PDF of like a picture of a piece of paper with blood on it. Some shit. This you. Anyway, you make your way through the tunnels of the underground sewers of Ostwick, narrowly avoiding the occasional splatter of shit from above. As you're going along, you actually hear someone muttering, like echoing in the distance. It sounds an odd accent. You probably recognise it as Navaran. Kind of like Cassandra's accent, basically.
Okay.
What you can make out is someone saying, and it cuts it there, and sews it thrice, and puts it in and makes it nice, and then it walks, oh see it walk, a la 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 la, huh? And then in wherever the voice is, it skitters away. The dwarf in front of you just shakes his head.
What was that?
Some mad old guy here.
It sounded mad, like a lot.
Oh yeah, he likes to. Comes in real close. He likes to raise the dead occasionally for making conversation. Yeah, he's some guy from the Var. He doesn't really harm anyone. He just keeps leaving corpses and undead things down here. Like he's trash or something.
Unsightly.
It smells terrible.
I believe you. Let's keep going.
I don't know. I think he has a nice voice.
Oh, thank you, Leclerc.
Just got to put some more love in your life, you know.
We need to be quiet.
Let's move.
Hey, Teresa has just sent me a big flying kestrel. Can I just show you?
Huh?
There you I'm just gonna send her a hug.
Man.
There we go.
Reurai bursting out laughing. Bess punches the GM in the face. Reurai, note to self, stop drinking while watching Fateful Fumble. Snoop Dogg, tension intensifies. Right.
My aim at the end of the year is to halve my Facebook friends list, but not by unfriending a single person.
Yes, how to alienate yourself from people by Rick Baggins.
Dear. Fun fact, my surname isn't Baggins.
No, I know.
But they should be.
That's what you call yourself.
Yeah, Facebook, eh? You've seen that gif. Thanks, Teresa. I love you too. Now, eventually, you start hearing the rush of water ahead of you, plus the gentle whiff of seaweed and ocean shit, basically. The water underneath your feet starts to get a bit more muddy, and starts to run a bit as the declination of the sewers goes down more towards the coastal wall of Ostwick. Now, as noticed on any of the maps we may have shown, Ostwick actually sits quite high up on the coast, except for the shoreline over on the west side. So it isn't too much of a surprise, although the vista you see is amazing. When you come out from one of the holes, alongside your right is the foundation of the walkway going over to Faxhold, which is essentially an old carved Tevinton bridge of sorts. It looks, rumour is that some Tevinton mages basically raised the bedrock and then decorated it with shit, but it's very much a matter of old architecture, white stone, blazed with fire, and then cleaned and polished, so that it looks like marble, except not quite, more like basalt, with all of these different dragon heads going along. Some of the dragon heads have long since been chopped off or smashed off. However, alongside this huge rocky bridge, there is a small thin path, like yay long, that lines the side. Some parts of it falling into the ocean. The water, of course, as the dwarf pointed out, is on low tide, so you can see from all the soggy ground and all of the greeny plankton and seaweed that has built up around the sides, that when tide is in, it gets quite high up. So this may be a problem later, but right now you've got a clear run, as long as you don't fall in the water, wearing full plate mail.
Yeah. Okay, so we're just going to follow this little side bridge thing.
Hopefully not falling into the coast.
Hopefully not falling into the coast.
They call it the sword. Was it the Sword Coast? That's D&D. It's the Sea of. Fuck, I can't remember.
Okay, that was a nice name.
The Sea of Fox.
The sea
I
of-
can't remember.
No, there was no CK. There was Sea of Ha.
It's the Storm Coast.
What the one? Who was it?
No, me.
Oh,
Me.
congratulations, you.
You deserve a cookie.
I've eaten 2 muffins. I'm good.
I've eaten everything else.
Mm.
I'm terrible.
Yeah. No.
I'm gonna have to wait for her to come back.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go and get myself.
yeah, we can just have a natural break here. Since Tonya needed to take a little bathroom break, we can just have a little pause for a couple of minutes.
She needed to scrub herself clean because
Yeah.
she's wearing Templar attire. Nice.
Yeah. I think I'm going to take advantage of the moment and just have a break myself.
Well, I feel like emotionally assaulted, so I'm gonna go and get myself a beer because Teresa is mad at me and I can't stand it. It's not fair. I want her to love me. Thank
Here you
you.
go.
This is what you've driven me to, Teresa.
You want a glass with that?
No,
No.
I can't afford a glass because I'm like common. He's so cool. Now, you know a lad when he comes from North England, because if you give him a cup and saucer, he will put the cup on the outside of the saucer. It's true. Try it.
Did it taste alright?
It's beer. We don't drink it because it tastes nice.
I do. But not
Hey.
today.
What do you call this? It's an elvish cup.
I don't get it.
Because elves are so tiny in Dragon Age.
Oh,
He's so tiny.
they're not that tiny.
They're so tiny. Well, Ness isn't, but he's a freak of nature. A beautiful freak of nature.
Yes. I'm not sure what I'm gonna put this. Do you mind putting this on the kitchen?
Oh,
Got you!
oh,
My boyfriend does that all the time.
oh.
Maybe I like beer. I would have gotten a beer as well.
You know what? I need to meet your boyfriend so I can do it to him. And then the circle will be complete.
So what did you want me to do with the glass?
But just put it on the counter. I don't need
It's
it.
counted.
Put it where it counts.
Thank you, darling.
Oh, bravo.
Okay, we're still
There
alive.
are YouTube channels for that too.
Yeah.
Right, so you're going to have to go along this rather treacherous path.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can tie each other with a rope, so if one falls, we will,
But if Ness falls, we'll all fall.
I know, so I don't want him.
There's a joke here. There is a joke here, I'm just saying. I'm not brave enough to say anything, but there's a joke here.
Yeah, there is.
I have rope.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Feral and me and Leclerc could tie ourselves together,
But
but
the
I
thing
don't
is-
think we could tie ourselves to Ness.
Ness is the one who needs our support
Yes.
because he is most likely to fall, and I'm not, so I don't really need the rope.
No.
But Ness and Leclerc might need it.
As much as I would love to be tied to someone right now, I'm have to say the smell of seaweed is reminding me that people don't tend to swim so good with armor.
Can you describe where we're at right now?
Were you not here when I described it? I'm
No.
so sorry. Yeah, you've exited the tunnels where usually the water flows out into the sea. And to your right is this huge old Tevinton carved bridge which goes all the way to Faxhold. Interesting enough, the lighthouse itself stands huge white spire. Faxhold is essentially Old Tevin for lighthouse. Although the mechanism for the lighthouse doesn't work anymore. Although strangely it does shine a light whenever there's a harrowing, which adds to an eerie fact that whenever there's a harrowing, people actually put out certain flowers to bless the person or give the person luck who's going through that ordeal, which is a nice little thing. I do believe Anita came up with that one.
No, I think we came up with that together.
It was Anita. She's just too humble. Unless it was Sunniva, and she's been quiet and humble as well.
I don't remember, I just remember we talked about it.
We talked about
It
it.
was totally my idea. Anyway, the lighthouse stands silent at the moment, and you can see from the distance the palisade walls where the Templars have built the siege around it. Although you're not going to be able to go along this tower because this walkway, this causeway, because that's where they're watching essentially. However, on the left-hand side here, built into the wall, is this small ledge that runs alongside. It's about yay much from the wall itself, so you can shuffle along the side.
Can you do this, Ness?
Yeah, but I don't want anyone tied to me.
Okay, good. Then we're not tying anyone, and we're just...
Do you want to go first or last?
Yes, I'll go first.
Okay.
Maybe I can go first so I know where it's safe or
Yes, that's a good idea.
not. Yeah.
Sure.
So if there's a loose rock, then
Yes.
at least I find it and can warn you guys about
Yes.
it.
So Feral, Ness, and then Leclerc, and then me.
Okay, you want to start rolling your dexterity, please?
Yes.
All of us, or
All
just
of you.
yeah.
I need
Dexterity
some
or
I have nothing in dexterity, so
do we get something else? I don't know.
10.
Righty.
Is there only dexterity, no other
I don't believe climbing. I suppose is the nearest
But
focus that would
climbing
work.
is
strength, isn't it?
Yeah, climbing I think is
climbing
it's
is
strength.
strength.
No, it's not relevant then. Climbing, the focus is representative of the ability to lift yourself up. This
Okay.
is more keeping your sure footing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so dexterity. So I got a 12.
18.
Cool.
So that's 2,
Mm-hmm.
4, 8, 9.
That doesn't bode well.
I got an 18 and I'm walking first, so I'm gonna tell Ness if there's, you have to be careful here, Ness. So he will get some bonuses because I'm giving him some pro tips.
The going forward is actually a lot harder than you were told. There
Yes,
is a
please.
lot.
We want progress.
There's a lot of slippery parts where the slime and sludge is built up. This thin veneer of sea life, which has just made the stones slick from erosion in some places. There is a slight grunt as Ness loses his footing and starts falling over the edge. Who's behind him or who's next to him?
Leclerc is next.
Leclerc is behind Ness and
And
Feral is in
Feral's
front and I'm last.
Okay. Feral, would you mind rolling a strength check to see if you can catch and hold him?
Oh my god, just strength.
Mm-hmm.
Why can I use jumping?
What?
Because I have bonuses in jumping.
No.
Aww. Fuck. This is not good.
No.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12.
Yeah.
Just off. You grab onto his hand, but he slips. However, just as it looks like you're about to fall into the drink, which, by the way, tides out, so you'll be just dragged out into the water. There is a very firm grip that snaps around your wrist and holds you very tightly. Very iron-like grip. And you look up to see the very stern and, for once, very equine features. Equine? No. Yeah, equine is a... That's an
It's like a horse.
No, equine's horse. What is it? Aquiline, that's it. Aquiline is for birds. I don't know what the one for badgers is. Grevlingen. No. She grabs you by and basically holds you just like this from her strength alone. You're beholding the strength of a Grey Warden. Before trying to drag you up. She isn't saying anything. She's gritting her teeth, and there's a bit of blood from where she's gritting a bit too hard. Oh, bitch! Yeah, go Leclerc. With one grunt, she swings you back onto the ledge, and she's panting. You hear from behind her a splash, and you both turn around. The dwarf that was leading you guys is gone.
Oh shit!
No!
Your buddy fell off!
I don't know his name, so it doesn't really matter. No, poor fella.
Red shirt always goes first. No, I actually rolled for them separately, and he got a 1-1-2.
Oh no!
I know, and if it wasn't for the fact that he got 9, it would have been, someone rescuing him, but he was at the back, and Leclerc was busy.
Yeah. Valis is just standing there, like, holding her breath, like, oh shit!
Does anyone have a rope? Can we throw it down to him?
I have a rope.
I think maybe he's squished. It's kind of a long way down.
You can't see him in the water.
Let's just cross our fingers that he will survive,
Let's hope he's a good swimmer. I'm not saying that.
I'm sorry.
I just, look back at Leclerc and, nod thanks.
She doesn't give any witty response or anything. She just looks at you panting.
He didn't have to follow us this far, though. He
No.
could have just turned around as
You
we
didn't
got
have to
the-
follow us over the bridge. That's
So
true.
it's his own fault then.
Is
Really?
that what we're
So
agreeing on?
victim blaming.
I'm just saying.
The worst. However, the rest of the journey to the other end takes a while, but you get there eventually. It takes around a good 30 minutes of back and forth.
What time of day is it?
It's getting into
Like
late
sunset?
afternoon. Yeah, the sunset's for another few hours,
Okay.
but it's getting there. You realise that the smuggler's path ends at this little alcove where there is a little boat that's half sunk. There's like this little smuggler's cove, essentially, that's about as big as this room here. It's not very big at all, and the boat that's in it has been destroyed by the tides coming in and smashing it to pieces. You do actually find a small chest covered in seaweed and brine staining on metals and such. It is locked, but the lock looks very rusted.
Can I pick the lock?
You can really pick
can
that
try.
lock.
I'm not really sure why I want to do it, but I want to do it anyway because I can.
It eats your face.
Also, Ryura, we have some images of Keth that we made in the character creator in Dragon Age Inquisition. So if you want them for reference, you can have them.
Did you?
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
We sent them to you.
I don't remember this.
Well.
I may have been drunk.
I got 20 on lockpicking.
You got to. You could probably lockpick time with that dice roll. There's this very quick moment where you take your lockpicking tools, go up to it, thunk, and knock it open.
There's banana and chocolate.
A banana?
Yeah.
It didn't taste banana.
Well, I would taste the banana because I know there's banana in it. I would taste the banana.
Yeah.
You would think it's banana.
I think it's the potassium or something. I just hate it. Inside, you find
Yes, it tastes banana.
banana.
But my taste buds doesn't work now, so.
Warfad,
You're sick.
can you hold this for me? Thank you. Oh shit, that's pretty good. Dude, seriously, dude.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready. I'm so ready for this inventory.
Yeah, you find 11 silver pieces.
Yep.
Yeah, Snow Dog, you can have reference pictures too. I don't have them on this computer. I'll send them to you when I get home.
On Sunday.
You find also a very rusted dagger.
Mm-hmm. Does it look like it can be saved?
Yeah, most metals can be. It's
it
only
look
like
fancy?
it's surface rust. It's not eaten through.
But do it look fancy?
Yes, it's kind of. It's like an iron dagger, but the design of it is of like a cestus design around the hilt. It seems to be an ornate dagger. It could do with some refurbishing, but it could be an antique.
Yeah,
Certainly not sharp.
Yeah,
Whatever
but
it
I'm
is.
taking it.
Yeah, take it. There's also a tinderbox and looks like it's a rotten rope inside.
Don't need that rope.
But that's it.
Okay, there's no magic here, right? There's nothing special with this rope, right? I just give it to you.
Val is just kind of like, no, that's mundane.
It's also sticky and horrible.
Yeah. No, thank you.
That's why I give it to you.
You just find the mimic that's in the chest in D&D and say, hey, look what I found.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Wield the mimic.
I love you too.
The path does continue, but it's less used.
What?
The path does continue, it's less used, but I won't make you test for it.
Okay.
You will make us test, or won't?
He won't.
Okay, good. I'm sorry, my hearing's a bit off.
What?
It's because your sinuses.
Mm-hmm.
What? What?
What?
In the butt?
Mm-hmm.
All
Really?
right.
Did you just go there? Oh my
Yes,
God.
Tonya always goes there. Drink.
Oh, I was like, is my tummy making that rumbling noise? And then I realized, no, wait, it's music.
It's ambiance.
Yes.
All right.
We walk.
Yes, along this path that winds away.
And Pharaoh is singing a tune, which is like this, in a weird language that you guys don't understand.
Okay.
And it goes like this. Vi vandrar med frejdig mot på toppen av en gullerot.
It's nonsensical.
Me and my mom used to sing that song when we were out hiking when I was little.
Right.
It's true.
That's a lovely song, Cyril. Which
My
language is
family
that
don't
in?
I don't know. Just making up words as we go. I'm bored.
Right.
I'm just having a stroke, making some noise. I just-
Do you guys smell almonds?
wow, everything smells like toast over here. Eventually the path leads you up to what looks like a rotten part of the palisade that they built. It's covered by a lot of rather sea-based foliage, like bushes and such, weeds mostly, that you usually find on the more moist, rocky soil areas. But the approach does give you the chance of actually sneaking in. Exactly, Mortified. Exactly. Where you are right now, the tower is in front of you, but the tower is of course covered by siege works, with people monitoring it. You can hear the shuffle of people marching around in full plate mail. You remember the place from last time you were here, but last time you were here it was pitch black. Now it's full daylight and you see at least a good 100 or so Templar all living there. There are several tents. There's a bit of black earth where it looked like a couple were burnt down, but they've replaced a lot of them. What would you like to do?
Right. So, Ness, you should probably take the lead so that it looks like you know where we're going.
Probably Ness and Leclerc, since
Yes.
the Templar is probably friends with the Grey Warden, I don't know.
And we'll walk behind you quietly.
You should.
holding your capes up or something. I
No,
don't
you
know.
should not be touching
Hmm?
at all. You
Okay.
should go behind us at least 5 steps, no closer,
Okay.
with your heads bowed. Do not look anyone in the eye.
Oh, this is going to be so hard.
Even if you see something, then you should not react.
Is that what Servant Elves does in Interwinter?
When out in public, yes.
Really?
That sounds horrible.
You get used to
I'm
it.
so glad you escaped.
it's not that bad, really. I've been through worse. But let's not talk about that. Let's go.
Okay.
At some point we should, though.
You really don't want to.
All right. So we need to find the captains. So
just to, in case you need to, to communicate.
I can just clear my throat or something.
No, that's rude.
Okay.
You should slowly come up to my side and ask for permission to speak.
But then I would be speaking without permission.
Yeah, very hushed.
Okay. All right. I got it. I
And
can do that.
always address me as Lord first.
Okay.
But Templars, are they
Live
lords?
the dream, right?
No.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, sirs maybe would be.
Sir would be. I think Sir would be more fitting because I don't think Templars are allowed to have a title like.
Well,
like a lord.
most Templars don't have servants like this. So, and most Templars have big egos. So,
Okay.
Okay,
Fine.
make us call
Well-
you Lord. Fine.
Yes. Okay. Fine. Yes. Sure. All right.
I understand that you have to make a believable character
Yes.
or whatever.
I'm as unbelievable as my co-actors are.
Should you ask for directions then for the captain? Let's say you're a visiting Templar from another circle, and then
I would-
ask to see them.
Yes, and if I don't get any response, I might use more
Okay,
drastical.
wait a minute. This is what I think. Do you mind?
No.
Sir, Lord.
We're
Templar.
not in character right now, so you can address me as Ness.
Oh, thank you, Ness.
You're
Sir,
serious?
the Lord. Anyway, what I'm thinking, because we have disguises, and the way to act normal is to actually act normal. Don't ask questions. Just walk in like we belong there. Walk in like we own the place.
Well,
and people
you
won't
don't
see
walk
us.
in like
No,
you own the place,
but we
yes.
have together like a group.
Yes.
And you have to walk straight in, and when we get in, besides everything, we just find like a person serving food or anything, just to ask the directions casually, so we look like we belong there. Alright?
Yes. of
Don't
course.
ask at the door, because then they will be like, oh, what are you asking? Are you sneaking in? You're not on the list, So just walk in like we belong there, and everything should be fine.
Okay.
Just because I don't have quite good imagination, what should my name be?
Templar 1.
Very imaginative, Pharaoh.
It's one of those rare occasions where your character will be better at this than you. In fact, why don't you roll cunning?
Oh yeah, thanks.
There you
How about Walter?
go. Walter the Templar.
I just rolled 11, so...
Terrence the Templar. Yeah, 11, you've heard of a few Templars. They tend to have very glorious names like Cullen, things like that. Something swarthy and stabby,
Okay.
usually. Or
Like-
something Ferelden usually. So, I don't know. In Olay, they were called very fanciful things, just to add to it, like Liquor.
Lucian.
Lucian is also a really good one. Bit of Intery, but they like that because it means
Lugio.
you've just fallen off the beaten track. But you get to decide. Point is, you know a good Templar name, so whatever you decide, it's legit.
We'll go with Walter.
Thank Christ for that. Walter originally didn't feel good, but then he went Lugio, and I was like,
But Lucian was pretty good though.
Okay, so Walter.
Walter the Templar.
And Walter the Templar was born. Where's my pen? I need to write this down.
I don't know where your
Give me a
pen
pen.
is.
Give me a pen. I don't have a pen. The pen never existed.
We have so many pens.
Surplus of pens.
I have Pokemon pens.
Is that where Lugia came from?
If you don't ruin this, your alias as Walter the Templar may be reusable.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, I can promise
And
not
Leclerc,
to.
you should probably just go with Leclerc because you're not playing anything else.
Can I just say, I really want Walter the Templar, aka Ness, in Templar armor to appear as like these moments where surely we need to kill this elf because he might be a blood mage. Walter the Templar's like,
No.
I have an idea. What's that? Smack, smack.
I like Walter. It sounds so inconspicuous.
I am the one who knocks.
On your head.
Wow.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so you hop over the fence, and you are immediately there. You are in the palisade area. Essentially, you have the tower, and you have the palisade wall around it, the esplanade around it. There isn't any evidence of combat between the tower and the Templars. It all seems very lax, like a matter of formality. The Templars have been kicked out of the tower, or they've left. However, they've stopped the people from the temple, the tower from coming out. But they're mages, so they're fine. Can anyone hear that?
Yeah.
Jesus, having a stroke.
The dog.
Right. There are, however, bits of evidence here and there of. It looks like the mages have done things like thrown out books or used refuse. There's a few. You can see a few bedpans littering the place here and there.
Valid resists the urge to pick up the books. Like.
No, they're all books on like tempering your nerves.
I could need that right now.
It's
How to contain yourself.
a lesson in a lesson in morality from a mage to a Templar, written by something or other. It looks like it's been urinated on as well. So
Right. Don't want to pick that one up.
There's also a few shoes here and there, like sandals and things, just randomly thrown out. So it looks like the whole thing's rather lax, despite the levity.
In an area where there's clearly been a fire.
That actually is the only scene or the only evidence of any kind of like nastiness that's been occurred, but they've cleaned up pretty quickly. There are Templars doing patrols. There are very few elvish servants around, you notice. There are a series of normal coloured tents, and then there's a larger one at the back where the die used to be, where you rescue the dragon. Instead of that, now there is a huge tent over the top of it, and there are some smaller tents with different heraldries on the sides. There's 3 of those actually.
What does the heraldry look like?
They're essentially different designs of the same field, which is the Templar sword and flames. One of them is the sword the other way around. Another one is without the flames, and there's one which has an interesting gold design on
Can
black.
I roll a lore to see if I know what they mean?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Lordy, lord.
So, yeah, I'll just take a flat cunning roll.
It's gonna be history, I think.
History.
Or cultural.
Cultural. I have cultural.
She got culture.
I got culture.
That's cultural, yo.
It's from a book, but still. 11, 12,
I've read about culture. I know my culture.
19.
19. Nice. You know that when a knight captain gets elected, they get to choose their own heraldry to a point. Most don't bother using it, but when it comes to things like knowing an address, it helps. Knowing whose tent you're walking into.
Right.
So they tend to use it as a matter of practicality.
So they're all in the same tent, or?
No, there are 3 different tents.
Okay.
Now, the 2 with the first 2 designs, they're from Ostwick because they use a white and yellow design with the blue for the sword, which is very typically Templar. The one with gold and black, that's a foreign
I don't know that one.
No, that's a new one. That's a new one. You just haven't seen it before. So you could probably guess whose that one is.
Yeah. So I shimmy up on the side of Ness and go, "My lord, may I speak?"
You may.
I would just like to point out that we would not want to go to the tent with the black and gold, but the other 2 would seem to belong to the captains we need to speak to. So whichever one you choose first, we should drop by. I don't know which belongs to which.
I just whisper,
I say this quietly, of course.
I just whisper like, we all know what happened the last time Nest chose the tent.
Then you choose.
You there?
Yes, sir.
As someone comes over.
I'm just
Wearing-
gonna quiet.
Pretty much the same armor you are wearing, although he takes his helmet off. Because often there's this person with like extremely pale blonde hair flops down. He has these searing blue eyes and this neat little cut here that makes his lip look kind of ugly. When he opens his mouth, you can realise he's missing a few of his teeth where the scar is as well. So, what are you doing with these two slaves? Well, the elves.
They're mine.
Oh! I see. You can afford that? That seems like a good deal.
They were a gift from my mother. Do you want the receipt?
Rick expressions. Rear art saying.
I've got a lot of muscles on my face. You know? I trained them over the years of being terrified.
You know, that's why we gave him his own camera.
Yeah, because we wanted to see your facial expressions throughout the cast.
I can make some jokes about Twilight, but I'm not going to because that's so 1980s. 1990s, sorry.
2000s even.
God, I feel old. So, you heard about the new ruling, of course.
I've just arrived. Please remind me.
Just arrived? You got a patrol or something? After the incident before, we all of the elvish, helpers, they need to be carefully watched. Apparently, Skyfist was murdered by one of them, beaten in single combat.
Gas!
Silent.
You've been watching RuPaul's Drag Race again. Gasp!
No shade, no
Pink
sweet
lemonade.
Yeah, sure.
You don't say.
Oh.
By elves?
Apparently. So the rumour goes, they slaughtered their way in, freed a witch, the dragon rather, and then made their escape.
You know,
So-
I've heard rumors. I have.
Well, I was there. I tell you, this elf, he was tall as a giant. Arlathan's revenge itself. But, rest assured, it's obviously by some sort of blood magic, and we will find the source of it eventually. Once we've figured out who's going to be the new Knight Commander.
Excuse me, my lord, may I speak? Please?
No, not now. Be quiet. Thank you for the warning. I will discipline my slaves so they won't step out of line.
We're not allowed to call them slaves, remember?
Right.
We're in the Fee
Elves.
Cities now.
My elves. Thank you.
Excellent. Not a problem.
Could you show me the way to whoever is in charge? Please, I would like to have a word about these elves.
You jest, of course. There's no one in charge. We have Ione. He points over to the tent, the first tent on the left. She's Knight Marshal. Of course, you know that. The second one is Velen, who is over there. She's not in at the moment. She's currently out on patrol. And we also have the foreigner, Gregeric, who's taken Skyfist's tent for his own. His men have been annexed into our order for the moment, and quite frankly, between you and me, they're a bunch of thugs. But that's Kirkwall for you. All it produces revolutionaries and thugs, if you ask me.
Yes, I couldn't agree more.
Anyway, I'll leave you to your business and keep your eyes open.
I will.
Can't trust these elves.
No, you are quite right.
Valeth is trying so hard not to say anything. It's hurting her physically.
As he walks away, putting his helmet back on, Leclerc suddenly puts her elbow on your shoulder. Shame about his teeth. I would have been very interested in that.
Some other time, perhaps.
You're interested in everything.
I could be dead tomorrow, of course I'm interested in everything.
I motion to Fyril to step up.
Oh no, it was just a commentary through the situation. I was just trying to, flatter the guy, but...
Oh, that would be a seriously bad idea.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna seduce this guy.
Unbutton the blouse time.
That is a free action to wield that weapon.
You know what, Feral? If you ever find yourself in a pinch, with like, if you ever find yourself alone with some of this, then you might try.
Not in public, is what he's saying.
Oh no, I wasn't doing any like flirting or anything. I was just trying
that's
to
what he
make
was
his day a bit. I was just trying to make him a bit happy, you know, to maybe trust us some more. That was all.
Yeah, well, given the current circumstances, I don't think they would trust any of.
Can I remember? Do I know anything about these commanders at all?
Sorry, setting the mood.
Yeah.
Roll. You've probably read about them actually. Roll your
Or heard about them.
cunning.
Cunning.
Adding history because you've done that.
Yeah, I don't have anything in history, but.
If you have a focus in research, I'll allow that.
Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13.
13, cool. You know. Let's bring up my list of wonderful things. You know that Ione Venara is Ravani. She's very much a libertarian. She's very open-minded for a Templar, relatively speaking. Probably because the Ravani culture sees which mages as part of the positive part of the culture. So she has been in a culture whereby mages are not villainized so much. Also, she's Ravani. She loves to fight against the authority. It's in their blood. Long fuse. She's very rarely angered by anything, but when she has angered, it's usually into the death of someone. She's Knight Marshal. She's pretty much in her middling 40s. She's an old hand that survived the 5th Blight before being transferred to Ostwick. So she's no stranger to combat. Knight Captain Veldin Lamorne. She's a Orlesian parentage. She is more of the neutral body. She's the stoic who sticks to procedure. Very little known about her. She keeps her cards very close to her chest. However, her savvy in the political environment as it stands has allowed her to stay at that position. She's never risked her position by trying to stick her neck out.
Right.
And of course, Barak's dead, so this new guy, Gregoric Chaste, you know very little about, apart from the fact that he seems to be up to something.
And he doesn't like me, clearly.
Clearly.
He knows who I am.
He will remember your faces.
Yeah.
Whether he'll act on it, of course, is another thing.
Yeah. So what I say to the group is that I think maybe approaching Ione would be smart at first, because she's libertarian and she might be easier to sway than some of the others. And if we get her on our side, it might be easier to get Lamorne on our side later. And it seems like no one likes Gregoric or knows a lot about him, so if we could try to angle it so that they could attempt to squeeze him out.
Kesh knows a lot about Gregoric, so
yes.
If we can, try to...
But that's a very good point, Feral. We could use him as leverage, like he will tell them everything he knows of Gregoric if they let him go.
Someone is, noticing us talking.
Not at the moment. That last guy approached you because I rolled a 666 on the awareness of the Templars. No one sees shit, basically.
So I think Ione is our best bet.
So which tent was that again?
It points to the right one.
Yeah.
And was that the Orlesian one?
No, that's Lamorne.
Okay.
And
Have I heard of her?
No, she keeps her nose clean, so she's never fallen under the...
Haloncheral.
Yeah, but the one we're going to see, she was in the tent.
Do you approach it directly, or do you try and stealth in, or do anything particular?
I will.
I think directly would be the best.
Yes.
Anything else would look suspicious.
Yeah, I would go directly.
Cool.
Behave.
Oh my god, it's the 6th Blight! Isn't it?
It's the guard Mabari.
Backspard cost the 6th Blade. Why is it whenever I talk to him, he's like...
Oh, he does that all the time. You should try blowing him in his face, like...
He like it. Oh, it's fine, Cece. You haven't really missed much.
I think I just made him drunk. Rahel?
he likes to lick air. He'll go like...
Me too! Cool. So you approach the tent. It's a very modest tent. There is a guard outside, standing with a broadsword that's in its scabbard, but quite firmly in place. He's also probably leaning on it, as he's rocking back and forward, keeping his... trying to keep his back, probably keeping his back from hurting after a while. As you approach, he nods.
I nod back.
I got you have an appointment, of course.
Sadly, no. But I would like to speak with this blah 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 blah.
Ione.
Ione. I'm very
name?
bad at names.
It's fine, just call her Ione. Or rather,
Knight Marshal.
the Knight Marshal.
I would like to speak with the Knight Marshal.
Ah, is that see? No, not just you then, everyone's been talking to her. Well, with the trial coming up and everything.
Yeah. I would like to discuss.
He seems troubled. He's not wearing his helmet, by the way. His helmet's on the floor next to him because it's still hot. The temperature in Ostwick is still quite humid. But he's seems like a early 20s youth. Probably would be a bit attractive if it wasn't for a rather unattractive scar that's clipped most of his cheek from the right hand side of his face. Well, she's in. She may be sleeping though, so make a lot of noise and wake her up. Just if you want to incur her wrath. If you don't, just give me a second. He turns around, sticks his head in the tent and says something. Comes out again. Alright, she's always sleeping in her armour. You're good to go. Although, not too sure if I want you taking in these two litlins here.
Just one then. The other stays outside. I will keep this one. And I grabs her hair with me. She's very special to me.
Alright. He's like puzzled.
Yeah, Valeth is also quite puzzled at the moment.
You go into the tent, and just for a second, as you go in, you just catch him turn to the other elf and goes, "It's a bit of an odd one, ain't he?" He says to Firl.
Firl is typing. Firl is not typing.
The guard turns to you and goes, "He's a bit of an odd one, isn't he?"
No, I wouldn't be allowed to say that.
I can't agree. It's in my contract.
He mutters something about wanting to go back home to Ferelden. You go into the tent.
Oh, Ferelden!
Yay! You go back into the tent and... you go back into the tent. You go into the tent for the first time. Mm-hmm. You haven't burnt down this tent yet. Sitting on a cot, like an army cot by the side. This whole tent is covered in chests and an armour stand. There's a bookshelf that's been roughly set up over what is essentially a canvas of tarpaulin of leather as a floor. So there's no grass or anything in here.
Oh my god, this
Do I recognise her, by the way?
No, you've never seen her before.
No, because I met a Templar when we were saving Kaida and the dragon that said, "Oh, you have to come with me," and I said, "Nope, sorry, I can't," and then I ran away from her.
No,
that's not her.
No, you would have noticed. The knight captains were a more ornate variant of the armour, a bit more heavier.
Okay, good.
And she's currently trying to fix a pauldron with what looks like a rather large piece of large tool.
Thank goodness.
Great. She looks up at you. Ione is very tanned. She's got a very dark-skinned face. Very severe looking, quite rounded. But at the same time, she's missing part of her ear, and she's shaved her hair on both sides, so it's more like a Mohican coming down. Very long, dark locks, although she seems to be very practically minded. She basically shaved these sides here. It's a Mohican, and it comes to here where she's bound it into a braid, which she just plonks to one side. Probably because the Ravanian like their hair, so they don't want to cut it off completely. But it's very clear that she doesn't treat it with that much respect. It's kind of frayed and got some grey in it. She looks up at you and goes, spits on the ground. So, what?
We're here to discuss...
We're here to discuss the Templar you have in your custody with the name of Kethin Lysmith.
There's this Tristan Davies. He's like, hope you guys are being sponsored by Monk New because my flask is
Well, maybe we should just do that.
I know this person, and I just want to say, damn it, Tristan! channeling my inner Deirdre. See what he says to that. It might actually be Deirdre because she uses Tristan's counts a lot. Hi, Tristan! I know you're not watching alone. There'll be Deirdre there as well.
Hello.
She looks at you for a second and looks up her back at the armoured Templar. Huh.
Sewer dog. I don't get how they can sit there with all that chocolate and literally not eat it all.
Hey,
We've had
buddy.
a lot of lasagna.
Hey, buddy. I'm working on it.
I'm just too engrossed in the story. I forget we have food.
Some of us like to play instead of like give ourselves diabetes. He says taking another cook. Oh my god, it made like a pancake. Oh, it's too stuck together.
No, crumbs all over the notes.
It's really serious, and the Knight Captain looks at your armor for a second. Your armor is very much out of date. Not that most people would notice, but we stopped using that particular welding pattern quite a while ago.
I start to take off my helmet.
Your ears are like boing.
I'm sorry for the ruse, but it was the only way we could get in here without causing a lot of trouble.
She puts her hands over her mouth and I'm so sorry, that's the most adorable thing I've seen all week.
Oh, I think that's the first time Ness has ever been called adorable.
I'm sure it'll be the last as well.
Yes, quite possibly.
If this is an assassination attempt, this is the worst I've ever seen.
Oh no, it's not. It's not. This is a rescue attempt, actually.
A rescue attempt? And who on earth do you need to rescue from us?
Kethin.
Blacksmith?
Yes.
Oh, the Knight Exemplar, of course. Well, his fates are in the wind at the moment, all dependent on this trial.
I know. That's why we're here. We need him back. We need him declared innocent.
Back? Who exactly do you represent?
To be honest, right now, myself.
She's in love with him.
I care for him a great deal and I want him back.
You know, the last person who cared for him, well...
I know. I saw her body.
Yeah.
I don't care about that right now. Yes, Mudfud is not impressed. The point is that we need your help to declare him innocent, and we thought that you might be the best person to ask first.
Well, Lysmith has always been an exemplary Templar. I'm going to vote for his immediate reinstatement, of course.
Oh, thank goodness.
But Gregoric has, unfortunately, been asked to take up Skyfist's place. Not that would have made much of a difference. Skyfist would have voted for him being executed on the spot.
Yes.
But then again, he was a contemptuous little swine.
Yes. But do you think there's any way we could sway Lamorne? Because, I mean, from what little I know, Lamorne is the swing vote.
I think she's already been swung, to be fair.
Which way?
The wrong way.
The wrong way. Well, here's the thing. Keth knew Gregoric back in Kirkwall. He knows a lot about that man. And maybe we could convince him to help out and share everything he knows so that you don't have to work with Gregoric. Or at least, you know, you can outpower him or something. And maybe Lamorne could be swayed that way.
Lamorne knows very much as well as I do that this trial is nothing more than a political gesture to try and help whatever the decision is, someone to become the new Knight Commander.
Right.
The person whose vocal opinion will probably garner them enough respect to be voted in as the Knight Commander on the spot. So, if Gregoric gets his wish and Keth is summarily stripped of his rights as a Templar and then also executed, well, he's going to get a lot more followers and everyone will see him with the Maker's favour.
Right.
Likewise, they will think the same of me. Although, to be fair, I'm only doing this because I don't like that smug bastard.
Right.
Lamorne understands this as well, but for some strange reason, she seems rather stressed of late. She has been taking a lot more time away from her duties, and I don't know why.
Maybe Gregoric has something on her.
Oh yes, most likely. He is a sly little cunt, and I don't like his face.
Well, if it helps, I don't like him either, and if I would like anyone to get in power, it would not be him. But maybe we could talk to Lamorne. Maybe we could ask what he has on her, and maybe find a way to undo it, or to unswing her.
Well, she's not in a tent at the moment.
Yeah, we've heard.
What, she's not in the tent?
No, she's out on a mission.
Right.
Or patrol.
There is the Night Brother Davis guarding her tent at the moment.
I have a friend with certain talents that might be able to bypass that whole issue.
Who do you kind of motion towards?
I poke my hand out of the tent flap and Farrell, get in here.
We should get past the guard.
I'm not allowed to.
Could you tell your guard outside to let my other friends in?
Beric, let the elf in. Alright.
And there's one more. There's a Grey Warden also.
No, there isn't.
She's inside the tent.
Oh, she's inside.
No, she's gone.
Oh.
Or she's gone.
Okay.
We lost our Grey Warden?
Right. Okay. So she's hunting. I'm
She's
guessing.
probably trying to hunt for the line reserves or something.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, she's
She's wandered off.
found someone to talk to in private.
Oh.
Alright, I get in.
Cool. Well, how do I put this on a finer point? Davis, you do have a nice voice, I suppose. You keep your helmet on, that could work. He doesn't swing that way. If we're talking about swinging.
Right.
Who? Davis?
He likes
Girls?
What the fuck are you guys talking about in here?
Knight Templar prefers the unfairer sex.
like
Okay,
boys.
well, invite me in here now? To this?
No.
What the?
She
what's
presumes
going on?
that you were the type to be able to make anything wrapped around your little finger.
Me?
Of course.
Seducing.
Or just sneaking in. That's what I meant.
Who?
Oh.
Where?
I wasn't... Oh, you guys... Oh, I wasn't thinking about that at all.
Oh, my serious apologies. Do button up, dear. It kind of gives a bit much away. What?
I mean, Viral is free to make her own choices. She is a person. But I meant that she could probably get into the tent unseen. But I mean, I'm sure she could flirt her way in too if that's what she preferred. Either way, she's good.
But he doesn't swing her way.
No, but she can look like a boy.
Not enough for him, I fear.
Oh, right.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
I look like it's not just Ferrell who looks like that at the moment. It's also son of a. There's beautiful moments where the barriers between player and character melt, and you're just left thinking, "The fuck." This is not going the way I was thinking at all. Where are those papers from my episode? I'm just gonna tear them up now. Screw it.
Oh, you had a lot of other plans, I take it.
Well, as usual, I try and plan your moves, and you just go the complete other way.
I need to read those plans at some point. I want to see how different they are.
I'll tell you.
The Darkspawn does not approve.
You know what? You've been demoted. You are now referred to as Derp Spawn.
You disturb his beauty sleep.
He needs to sleep more. Yeah. Don't nibble on my foot. Right. Cool.
But if you need me to sneak inside someone's tent, I could probably do it.
You could indeed. Yes. It's a tent, so you could just thing is with a knife, cut a hole in the tent. Someone will know you've been there.
I don't even need to do that.
And
I can just walk through the entrance unseen. It's no problem.
but I can distract him.
Yeah, you could work together. There is a guy there standing there.
Yeah, who likes boys.
I think we've established that
Yes.
fact. So when we say boys, we mean like
Men.
acceptable consulting age.
Yeah, men.
There are a few things that
Guys.
I'm unwilling to touch. That one is kind of a no-go for me.
Yeah, no, clearly. But yeah, so you could work together or alone, either way. I mean, we
But just to be clear, because I've been standing outside for quite a long while. What am I supposed to do inside this tent?
we think that Gregoric has some information on Lamorne that is making her swing her vote towards him becoming the new knight commander.
Okay, so I'm sneaking into his tent.
Well, I think maybe both to see if you can find anything. But yeah, it would make more sense to sneak into his tent and see if he had something on her.
And how would we get him out of his tent?
I don't know if he is
that's
there.
what we need to do.
Any ideas?
Would you maybe call him out for a meeting?
He's not directly under my ordering, and quite frankly, he's been ordered to guard the tent. Those are his duties. Those duties cannot be expunged except for by...
But is Gregoric inside his tent?
Oh, Gregoric? I have no clue.
That's what we're asking.
I have no idea.
Could you summon him, like, say you want to meet him? Or maybe we could put up a distraction or send him on a wild goose chase?
I suppose. Whose tent did you want to rummage through first?
Gregoric.
Oh, okay. Well, I suppose I could try. However, if he believes that I'm colluding with foreign agents, well, things could get dicey very quickly.
We won't tell if you won't.
No, I'm not in any mood to tell him anything. Except how much I hate his stupid
But did you
face.
mention that Keth has a lot of filth on Gregoric as well?
We have.
Kath knows a lot about Gregoric.
Words from a man who's facing a trial. Not exactly very trustworthy.
No, but if we find evidence in Gregoric's tent, then Kath's word will be worth more, right?
Potentially, yes. That would make an interesting paradigm shift in the trial.
Yes. And if we present it to Lamorne and nullify the threat that he holds over her, then maybe that's all we need.
We don't even know if or what the threat is, but
Well,
I suppose
but
Gregoric's
is what I'm saying.
Indeed. Well, I'll leave you to your spy works, or whatever it is you do. I am going to go and have a chat with Gregoric.
Good luck.
And I'm going to remind him how much I Really? Did you just do that?
Yes.
RuPaul?
Yes.
In my game?
Yes.
Alright. May the best Templar win. Sashay away.
A lip sync for your Templar edition.
Nice.
That's going to happen in our song episode.
Mm-hmm.
We're still doing that, by the way. We just need to... People are writing things.
I haven't written anything yet, but I'm going to.
Most of them are inspired by Hamilton.
Of course. I know nothing about Hamilton, so it won't happen.
Wait, I have one. Are you ready?
Now?
Yeah.
Seriously?
I wrote it last time.
Do we want to take an aside and listen to your song?
Just it's not long. It's just for a few seconds.
Go for it.
Mama just killed a man, put a knife against his face, dragged it over, now he's dead. Mama, his life had just begun, and now I'm gonna turn it away. Yeah, that's all I have.
That ended well. I'm hopeful for a sequel.
Yeah, I'm still kind of hoping to do something stupid, because that song is so cute. And
then I went and spoiled it all by saying something stupid.
like...
I'm a Templar.
Yeah.
I was engaged to someone else I murdered on the street because she was kind of apostate.
Yes, it can only end well.
Alright, let's move on to the sneaky business. I'm gonna enter shadow mode, of course.
me.
So that means that I'm gonna throw
stealth bonuses.
dexterity. And stealth and everything like that.
And all those things in between.
Oh, that's a really shitty roll. But that's
So are there tents close together?
Yes.
I will go over to the gay guard and just
You don't beat around the bush, do you? Seriously.
just chat.
God that happens to be gay. That's not the gay guy over there. Hello, I am also a gay. Could we like maybe fuck? Because that's what we do, right?
That would be awesome.
No, seriously, no. I'm doing all the work for you. Go on, sure. I want you to roll a seduce. I really want to see this happen.
Didn't we learn a while ago that Ness is a terrible liar?
And a terrible seducer as well.
Maybe he does better with men.
I don't know.
Maybe he does. Let's see. But yes, go on. You wander up to the other tent, owned by. This is the one with Sir Davis, who is guarding currently the tent to Veldin the Mornay. He sees you approach, shield firmly planted on the floor, sword at side. He's standing very stern to attention. Brother.
It's terribly hot today, isn't it?
It's stifling. But we must attend to our duties.
You said but.
I have nothing to throw at you. That's the sad part.
I'm just gonna drink.
Sorry.
Human folk.
Okay.
Waiting for that broke. I'm waiting for that moment that is going to come up in a second, where son of a broke my heart. There it is. Oh, ew, that face.
Alright. You know what?
Yes.
I was like patrolling last night outside, getting all sprayed with seawater and stuff.
Oh, it's terrible, isn't it?
Yes.
Gets into all those joints.
Yes, it did. And the thing is, my helmet is rusted.
You're joking.
No, it's stuck. Would you? I mean, it's very, embarrassing. But I'm kind of off duty now, and I can't seem to get my armor off. Would you help me?
Help you get your helmet off?
Armor.
What to say? I'm sorry. Drink.
I think I'm just gonna chug this whole bottle.
I wish I had alcohol right now. I so wish I had alcohol. Thank you.
I'm just waiting for the whole world to catch up with that one. I suppose I could. No one's in this tent. Would you like to? Actually, no. Roll for this. Come on. I'm not letting you have this all your own way.
I would be flirter.
Oh man.
Come on!
Oh, double and 3. Oh.
What was Zera's total score?
Let's see. That's
9 and what more? Let's see.
You actually got a triple.
Is it?
if I got a triple.
It's 10.
Unless it's really easy, I don't think that's gonna go too well.
I don't know.
Plus it's for role playing though, because that was a good
Yeah,
line.
I'm allowed to reward for role playing, and catching in that innuendo was just beautiful. So you only need one more, so I'll give you that. All right, cool. Well, I suppose I could help you with this this issue. I don't see why you haven't talked to a blacksmith, but I suppose I'm quite a dab hand at getting things off. Would you care to step this way? Yep. You walk into the tents, into Lamone's tent. He closes it behind you. Starts taking his gauntlets off.
Oh my god.
What do you do next? Would you like to roll this?
Roll initiative.
Roll for banging.
Oh, let's see who goes first.
Oh, so hot right
Drink.
Oh, well, what have you? Okay.
What do you do? What do you do with the sweet roll? Scary reference. Anita's like, I'm staying cool here. I'm so cool.
I kind of really don't know what to do, but
No, go with it, right?
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
got him where you want him.
yeah, I'm going with it. I'm taking off my gloves.
Okay, cool. Your gloves come off, okay. Okay, I was going to help you with your helmet first, and then we could work from there.
I have a suggestion, if I may.
Okay.
Ness just if the guard removes the helmet, and when that happens, when they get it off, Ness will just go like, you know those hair commercials.
The second that helmet comes off, he's going to know something's wrong. That's what I love it. However, he may well have a nosebleed and die.
Okay, let's see what happens now.
He's like, everywhere.
Like Marianne, basically.
Yes.
He's Marianne.
Well, yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens now.
More detail,
Yes,
Rick. Oh dear.
Yes, could you please?
Yes. Okay. He's gonna take a might check to try and get your helmet off.
Oh my god, yes! Do what I was saying. So yeah.
He there's not much trouble, in fact, because there's nothing wrong with your helmet. So after it comes off, he yanks it really hard, expecting it to be stiff.
Drink.
This isn't even hard anymore.
Drink.
This is so not PG-13 anymore.
Well, this is a late night show.
There are like 6-year-olds watching this going, I don't get it.
What the fuck is so funny?
What's so funny about an armored helmet? Mom?
This is Ness's time to shine.
Alright, so what happens is this. He takes a firm grip around your helmet.
More mysterious with the helmet on.
Right, well this is gonna change very quickly.
Legit dying.
Taking a firm posture, he yanks off your helmet. Your ears go boing.
At this moment, just when he yanks it off,
Yeah.
I will take his momentum, stumbling backwards to shoving on the ground and,
So-
and kiss him. Smack on the lips.
Oh my god! There's so many things we don't know about your sexuality.
No, we don't really need. Okay. Now the DM is broken. I'm just gonna say that you guys. Dog is saying I'm legit dying. Snoodog is saying how to get drunk in 10 minutes. And then rewrite, how am I supposed to draw when shaking so hard for laughing? Well, it's better to laugh than to cry, I guess.
Try both.
Yeah.
Both is good. Now I know what you're thinking. I'm not gonna say it.
Drink.
I could with vim and vigor, but I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, so while the yanking of the helmet was very vigorous, a bit over vigorous, he stumbles backwards, and then you, using his momentum, dive upon him without much effort, so much so that you don't even need to roll for it, flattening him on his back. And before he even spots that you have the ears or anything, you give him a big smackaroo. That means kiss in Scottish.
Okay.
It really doesn't. I have no idea what that means. Whoa. Give us a wee smackaroo on the face. I would like you to roll seduction.
What's happening?
I was saying, time to find the rule book for erotic roleplay.
It's a rule book.
Snoodog says, and here I thought balancing death kissing would be the highlight tonight.
Or even
Oh my god!
Oh shit. Okay. Let's just focus for a minute.
He opens his eyes and he's just wide-eyed, and you withdraw your head, and he's like, I may be blessed. Am I dreaming?
I'm terribly sorry. I've been watching you for quite some time now.
But you're an elf.
Doesn't
I'm-
matter.
Not right now, it doesn't. But if I may be so bold, I'm not very comfortable right here. Do you need to move your knee?
Sorry.
So you're an elf Templar. What's with that?
The Templar outfit.
I'm kidding. I don't really care. Are we taking this further or not?
Shut up and kiss him.
Hey, meta. You're not. Wait, are you there?
No.
You wish you were. You wish you were.
Yeah.
Vaneth is so glad she's not there. I mean,
Nosebleed. Everyone.
The thing is that you and I
We can take this as far as you want.
Well, somebody just failed their willpower.
I failed mine long ago.
Okay, Rick, please ask him about his big ears.
What it would say is like the guy Sedavis is like, my, what big ears you have.
Exactly. Drink. No. But West Wing is now a bit upset with you, Rick.
What? Why? What have I done now?
So they get all the fun stuff and we get instant pain. Thanks.
I'm gonna ask Vestwing to do a special, she's gonna. You know what? I've been thinking about this for a while. I don't know if you guys know, but Vestwing is Greta. She is a fantastic person for writing all of the NPCs that I use. She's got tons of characters. She just coughs up in her sleep. It's brilliant. But she also was the hand behind Toby, which is one of the companions, and I've been thinking about asking her to kind of like guest star in one of these.
Yeah, we would love to have Toby
but she
with
needs
us.
to behave and stop being so angry with me.
Yes.
Get
That's
those
amazing.
positive ways. Anyway, so you have sex, and
Okay.
In the tent.
in the tent.
Good on you.
I'm keeping him distracted.
Well, that's true, but you were also to be the one that was meant to be kind of like looking around. So how tired do you want to leave him?
Very tired.
Oh wow. Okay, mites, please. Yes, we're
I'm
doing
surprised
this.
I'm not noticing myself.
We're already here, and
Yeah. Oh, this is so shippable.
You're in for a treat.
What did? What did you?
Okay, this is like 11 on the die.
Yes.
And then we have strength, which is 7.
Yes.
And might plus 2.
Okay, you kill him.
Sexually.
No. Okay, so meanwhile, we'll come back to you guys.
Yeah.
Oh my word, this, I didn't know, there's no planning on the world that can prepare me for this.
Nope. Take a picture of that, please.
Is that when I'm pinching I'm not like pinching my nose, I'm actually pinching my tear sockets to stop them from leaking.
Yeah, your tear ducts.
my tear sockets. Right, I want to move swiftly somewhere else where they're not having rampant, fully armoured sex. Why did I give you the armour? Jesus, can you imagine? Are you guys going over to Gregoric's tent?
Yeah, I'm already in shadow mode, am I not?
Where's Valeth, by the way?
She's in the tent of that.
Yeah, I'm with Ione.
Roll a perception.
Okay.
Clunk, clunk.
Boink. Bing, bang,
What do
boom.
you get? It is a hearing check as well.
Okay, but is it just a straight perception?
No, plus hearing if you have the focus.
Okay.
Westwing is saying, "Oh, you better not touch Toby. Isild's
9.
has not been really properly angry
You
yet."
think to yourself, that's funny. I remember there being a blacksmith nearby.
Okay. I'm glad Valeth is spared that particular trouble.
Dear.
Oh, this is so good. Thank you. Just thank you for that. Oh.
I think the fans who followed us and Betrayal Raven are happy about this because it's a bit lighter.
Yeah, a change of pace.
Yes.
I need to change a few things. You guys need to suffer more, and Fatesway need to have more homoerotic kind of sexual encounters. That are
They have that one thing at this house.
The bathtub scene. Yeah, they did have
I've
that.
been told that the bathtub and the scary house scene were the best ones ever.
It was so funny.
God.
Just like this is one of the best things ever.
What is it? I just wanted to tell some sort of like dark fantasy story, but everyone just wants like armored gay sex.
No, but I like dark fantasy story too, but I think it's nice that we have both.
Alright, let's
You better
move
not
on.
touch Toby. Isilde has not been really properly angry yet. No, I know she hasn't. I can't draw this.
Go save Cat already.
Yes.
Snoodog,
We're working on it.
can, and you should.
Yeah, send it to us.
Okay.
Private message.
Private message only. Censored and uncensored. You know which one goes where. Right, over at Gregoric's test, you do your stealth test, please.
Yes, I did already. I got like 18 or something. 16 or 18, I don't know.
I believe you.
So long ago.
Yes.
That's like your average roll, sure.
Yeah.
How do you want to enter the tent? Because there is a big guy there, standing there.
I pick up a rock and I just like fling it in the opposite direction, just so he like, and then I just pass him into the tent because
Well,
I'm
I'll be
invisible.
damned. He actually passes a perception check for hearing the rock. Nobody. So when you toss the rock, he's like, and then starts walking away. Like there's this huge question mark above his head. And if you don't get that game reference, you're not my friend. So he starts looking for a rock with his shield up and his sword out, like really over serious, you know. He really enjoys his job. I'm gonna kill this blood mage rock. So he goes in the other direction, and you successfully get into the tent.
Yeah.
The tent is very dark because, there's no light on or anything. There's no torches or braziers. Sorry. Braziers. Fuck!
So there's no braziers.
No braziers.
I know that you did this with the fate swing too.
Braziers.
I did.
Braziers.
I fucking Jesus. Alright, okay, I've got over myself now. You go inside, there's no fire. Okay.
Yeah.
No lamps.
Is
What?
there
No lamps.
anyone in the tent?
Not that you can see.
Can I do a listen check?
Sure, roll.
Yeah.
Can you hear the abomination that's hiding under the bed? That's what abominations sound like.
That's perception, right? That's your hearing, yeah.
Yes.
5 + 5, that's 10.
You get 10?
Yeah.
You don't hear anything in the tent, though. You do wonder, is there a blacksmith nearby? Fair enough.
But is it like pitch dark? I can't see anything.
You start to adjust to the sight,
Okay.
and you can make out like furniture and such in here.
Yeah.
Most of it doesn't seem to be his. There's a lot of very Spartan, but there's some animal rugs, some tribal materials. It seems that Skyfist's stuff is still here. Whatever Gregoric does in here, he doesn't seem to care about the previous adornments.
But Gregoric, he's from Kirkle.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it any like ornaments or anything that looks like it's from Kirkle?
Yes. There is a Kirkwall pennant in there, which is which is a Kirkwall red. There's like a Templar flag which has a red sword on it, which you've been to Kirkwall. You know that Meredith had some supporters that didn't stop supporting her afterwards. That's her symbol. It basically is representative of her sword, which was famously a red lyrium sword.
Is it the pendant? Is it a locket?
Sorry, a pennant.
Pennant, yeah.
Which is a fabric.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Is it written anything behind it? Can I turn it around?
It's just cloth. There's
Okay.
nothing on it. Do you want to do a search of the room?
Yes.
Cool. Roll a investigative.
Investigation.
I think it's investigation.
Which kind of where is it?
Cunning.
It is under cunning.
Cunning.
Although, is there anything in the perception which matters, focus-wise?
I have a perception is the one that I have most in.
Seeing, smelling, tracking, searching. Searching is under
Searching
perception.
is more appropriate. Investigating is always a bit of a hard one in RPGs because there are so many things it could be.
But then searching is
communication.
It's more relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm taking searching.
Investigating in Dragon Age and in Age in general is more about talking to people.
Doubles does not matter here, right?
It might give you some bonus.
Okay. I got a double and my dragon dice 1.
Yes.
And I have a 16.
16. Cool.
Yes.
You don't find any evidence, but you find the lack of evidence in the sense that there is a small fire pit with lots of ashes of paper inside. Also, there is a cage with a messenger bird inside, which is one of the type of strange-looking crows that Kirkwall famously had with the big dagger beak, with a little capsule attached to its foot.
Okay, can I take it off?
Yeah, there's nothing in it. It's empty.
Okay, can I write the message?
Can you write a message?
Yeah.
Sure. There's lots of like coil strips of parchment and a quill there with some ink.
Can I write? I need. What's it called when you get a copy? Yeah, a copy. I need a copy of every message that I ever written you in the last 3 days.
Okay.
if there's like a stamp of his
there doesn't seem to be, no.
No, but I just tried to write a message, and I'm not doing that, because then I'll have to release the bird and someone would see me and stuff like that.
And then suddenly he'd get some weird messages.
Who is this?
Just write a message, I'm a kiwi.
Those ships in Sector 7G.
Hello, fuckface.
Does it look like it's like invisible ink or something?
Send nudes.
Can it be like invisible ink or something?
Seems to be black ink.
On this message. But didn't you say it?
I know there was nothing in there. It's your message he's talking about.
Oh no, I'm not writing a message.
Yeah.
There aren't any messages that you can find, but it looks like someone's been burning a lot of papers.
Yeah, can I look through the ashes if I can see like a sign or a seal or anything of importance?
Roll a check for that.
Searching.
Perception. Searching is relevant, yes. Go on, roll for that. This is very particular.
I just have perception, but this was nice. I got 15 on my dice.
Yeah.
That's 20.
20. Jesus, Mary Joseph. Alright. You find one part of a parchment with S, T, and R on it, which is a capital S, which seems to be the name of something.
Mm-hmm. Does this seem familiar in some sort?
Not to you.
Okay, then.
But it's a name, it's the beginning of a name, that's relevant.
Yeah, I just tucked this in my bra so no one would find it. Like. New Raven, who this?
New Raven, who this?
I read it as like, oh yeah. Oh, I drew a raven at schools and ravens are awesome. You see this?
Stop!
What are you doing?
I want to see the chat too, okay?
I'm sorry, is that how I sound?
Try to sound off.
Yes.
Stupid whiny
You can't see the chat on your phone.
voice.
I'm going to have so much fun editing this podcast.
Yes.
No, you're not. You're gonna hate every minute.
No.
Except for the bit there. Close it!
You know what? I'm actually really enjoying it because I get to listen through all of our back episodes, backlogs.
Yes.
And so I remember almost all the things we've done. It's a nice way to refresh all the things we've gone through.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But moving on.
Alright, does it seem like anything else here that I can, I try to not put anything out of its place so it doesn't look like anyone's been here.
A lot of this is from the previous owner, which was the Avar person. Interestingly enough, you do notice that if this Greg Eric doesn't give a crap.
I'm going to do one thing.
What's that?
I'm going to use the ink and I'm going to write in very little writing on his Templar thing, you suck. And I'm going to put the pen back and yeah.
You're gonna make me roll for an NPC an extremely high perspective check, just for shits and giggles. Mm-hmm. I like it. I like it. Groovy. All right, cool. You managed to. Do you want to roll to see if were you quick enough? Let's see. Yes, because as you exit the tent, you see that there is a rather annoyed Templar scouring the field, looking very determined to find the source of the sound. I literally just rolled a 1, 1, and 1. Sorry, 1, 2, and 1 for his self-discipline. So he's obsessed with this blood mage rock that's out there somewhere haunting him. This guard has amazing stats, by the way, except he's a bit obsessive. He may well be on the scale. Yeah. So he's I'm gonna find this blood mage rock and bring it some Templar justice.
He's probably just a bit extra, stressed out because of the happenings of the latest days. So yes. It's believable.
Totes is, of course, for Eldon, for totally.
Mm-hmm. I can go back to,
I am well aware of this colloquialism.
As you walk past the Veldin's tent, you stop for a second. You thought you could hear someone sounding like they were in a lot of pain.
So I peek
Was it
it.
pain?
I peek it. I peek.
Excellent.
Yes.
So, Tonya.
Yes.
Kära Tonya. What does she see?
Oh no! What did I do?
Engage turtle mode.
Okay, it all depends on how long she's looking, but
I'm just
Sorry.
making sure you're okay. Okay.
Now, remember, we have children watching.
Yes.
I don't care.
Okay, if you have kids at home who are watching this, please cover their ears.
Yes. Okay.
This is just like an episode of Game of Thrones.
I'm guessing you can see a human male standing
Yes.
with only his shirt on. And
That's always sexy.
and on knees in front of him. Ness.
Okay, that's when I stop. I'm like, nope.
Oh my god.
Do you say anything to yourself when you see this?
Just nope.
Nope. That was obviously the fade messing with my head.
No, I'm not. You know the kind.
Abort mission.
I'm not the light-hearted kind, so this doesn't really, provoke me or mess me up in any way. I'm just like, nope, I don't, do not need
Yeah,
this.
he doesn't love him.
So I just walk out and I go to see her.
Alright. You return to the tent where Valeth is currently sat down, invited as she has been, to sip tea with the Knight Captain.
Right.
I'm
That's
releasing
nice.
my shit and I'm just like... because I'm just coming in, giggling.
So you see, and then what I did was I told him, you can't do that, you're not wearing any What on earth?
Vero, you're back.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Oh, nice. You have he's got a very, very obsessive guard, that, what's his face?
Okay.
I don't know his name, he's one of the Kirkwall guys, but
I
yes.
threw a rock at him and he's still looking for it.
Oh, right. Well,
I maybe will be able to explain that. You see, some of the mages in the tower threw rocks at him on his first day here.
Oh.
And he was obsessed with the idea that they were trying to cast a spell on him, and it was earth magic or something.
So I probably made life worse for some mages.
Not a single fuck was given.
Does this note mean anything to you?
It's a tiny little burnt cinder. Struh. Well, the S implies a name of something.
can I roll for it?
I found it in the fireplace.
So,
Where?
In the what's his face tent.
cunning, anything in particular, or just a straight cunning check?
It would be history.
History. Okay.
Gregory?
I don't have anything there, so it would just be straight cunning for me.
And
but
by
that's
the way,
11,
I think
12,
Ness is
13.
fine. I don't think we need to disturb him for a while.
Well, that's good, I suppose. What did you get?
17.
17. Struh. Well, if it's a letter, then that would imply a name of a person, most
Yes.
likely. Of course, there are...
Because there's a capital S.
Yes. There are not many places in Ostwick that begin with that. However, is a mage inside the tower who's one of the higher-ups called Pertinax Stroud.
Right. Do I know a lot about him? Or anything about him at all?
Not much.
Just the name.
Well, material regarding mages is not common knowledge because, well,
Yeah.
that kind of material could be used against them. But what you do know is he's the leader of the faction within the Mage Circle known as the Isolationists. If rumour is to be believed, they prefer the idea that mages should be self-governed on an island somewhere left to their own devices.
Yeah. Alright. So Gregoric has... I tell them that the only mage, or the only person I know with those initials is Stroud. Pertinax Stroud. And he's the leader of the Isolationists. And they believe that mages should live by themselves, isolated from society, and just do their thing. And so I'm very curious, why does Gregoric have this information? Why did he burn it?
probably doesn't want anyone else to know, but...
I don't know what was in the letter, but it must have been... That's the only person I know of that would be relevant.
We could try to send a message to this guy.
To Stroud.
Yeah, and get him to answer and make him believe that we are Gregoric, but...
Or just try to talk to him and see what kind of correspondence he's had.
Assuming that he will be truthful to us.
Well, yes. We would have to get into the Circle Tower, most likely. Also.
Well, that's not going to be easy.
No. But maybe Lamorne knows something about it then.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait for Ness, but I think that will take some time, because he's quite occupied at the moment.
Actually, we're gonna, for the sake of plot, go back to you. Your encounter was vicious and brutal and thankfully not too long, because we'd be here all night otherwise. You wore the poor guy out quickly. And
I have skills.
So much so that he is currently lying down, quite content and asleep.
Aww,
While he's sleeping, I'm going to search the tent a bit.
Cool. Roll a searching. That's perspective.
Perception.
I always call it perspective. I don't know why. So what's your new perspective?
9, 12.
It's like, oh my god, I'm into men.
13.
13. This really did not go the way I expected. It never frickin' does.
Nope.
Now, in Veldin's desk, hidden under the Chant of Light, the 5th edition, is this.
Oh.
Ooh, a note.
You get all the exciting notes this episode.
You really don't want notes from me? Ask the Betrayal Ravens. You really don't want all the notes from me.
Alright,
but
I
some
put
of
it
them.
inside my shirt,
Mhm.
close the drawer, and kinda look like I haven't been rummaging. Set things to about the place, and I look at the Templar and just shrug and go to the other tent.
Do you need any evidence that you were ever there? Because he'll think it was just a dream.
I'll cut off a lock of my hair and place next to him.
What?
He's probably gonna wake up and be like,
yeah, what the fuck?
fuck. Smells a dead rat in here. Oh, no. I love it. I love the
smell
gesture.
very good.
Wow, this is not going to be forgotten.
Nope. Nope. You'll have a love letter arriving in the mail soon.
Gonna send a letter saying I'm pregnant. I don't know how.
By the grace of Andraste.
Something to do with magic. I don't know. Maybe it's the second coming of the Maker. That'd be great. Cool. You head back to the tent. Yeah, Ness comes back.
Yep.
Bit of a breeze in his step.
Okay. Yeah.
This has probably been the first time in a long time that you've actually had such an experience. Unless maybe I don't know everything about your character or something.
Yeah. No. Has he ever had experiences with guys before? Was this the first time?
Is this the first time you had the sex?
With guys?
It's not the first time Nesses have had sex.
First time in forever.
But it's the first time it's consensual.
Oh!
So it's something positive.
That's why he was on top.
Bam. Bam.
This time it's my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Drink.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm not gonna touch that with a barge ball, but still, good on you, man. Good on you. Yeah, a bit rosy around the cheeks. Oh, helmet.
Yeah, helmets on. Helmets on. So,
Can't believe you
what did you guys find out?
Cyril found some burned correspondence. We think it was to Pertinax Stroud,
And I
the
might
leader of the
have
isolationists.
I might have written something nasty on that what's his face belongings.
Gregoric's belongings?
Yeah.
What did you do?
You suck.
Oh no.
But in really small text, he might not see it.
Oh, I hope not.
And it's on the back side of this thing.
Okay.
So unless he's like caressing it and kissing it, then he's not going to see it ever.
What did you find out? Any luck?
Oh, you was lucky, all right. What do you mean? You should have seen it.
Well,
What
as
did
a
you do?
matter of fact, I've looked indeed because I found this.
What is that?
Looks like you've been working out, Ness. Have you?
I've been working for the case.
Why are you so smiley?
You can't see I'm wearing a helmet.
Why are you so sweaty underneath that helmet? Of
Do you
yours?
smell it?
Yes.
Look at this. What do you think that means? I think I have a theory.
We have your heart in our grip.
Condemn Kath Lysmith, or we will crush it. Do not test us. We yield the red. Do you think Velden is in a relationship with Stroud?
Right.
See, I had a plan all
Who's
along.
Stroud?
I believe.
The leader of the isolationists.
I just had a
in the
back
circle.
plan.
Maybe. Maybe. Or at least it seems like he has her family.
Ione, would
Or
you have a
boyfriend.
look at this? I think Ness found what
Yes,
Gregoric has.
It
on
was in the drawer of your neighbor.
Well, this does of course mean that somebody is condemning, somebody is manipulating events, but we can't tie this to Gregoric. Not yet. The Red Death.
The only thing that I can think of that Red Death signifies is Red Lyrium.
Might actually be that.
We've had some run-ins with Templars who have imbibed
Oh, the red bitch.
Red Lyrium. Yes, the Red Bitch particularly. I have some nice scars to prove those meetings. But
Me too.
I don't.
so that seems likely that could be it.
Indeed.
And if that's the case, we really don't want Gregoric to have power in any way, shape, or form.
It would have been so much easier if I could have just challenged him to a duel. But,
Can't you?
Can't you?
well, honestly, I don't fancy my chances.
Well, maybe Ness has a good
I can
chance.
champion you.
I don't think it works like that, my dear. Fortunately, champions have to not wear helmets.
So elves can't challenge.
No.
So, but do you think there's something we can do about this? I mean, do we even need to find out who this heart is? Could we just talk to Velden and say we know what he holds over you and we will help you if you change your vote?
How would we guarantee that?
Can't we just talk
She would want to guarantee.
Ness, can't you just talk to your new boyfriend and ask him if he knows anything about her love interest?
Kath has a boyfriend?
I
Yes?
do
What
not.
No, Ness. I'm sorry. This is very emotional for me.
Very all about Cass today.
Yes.
But
It's just a friend with benefits.
Not even benefits.
Just the benefits, not the friend.
yeah. One can say I used cunning to search the tent.
Right. I sense that there is more to this, but we don't have time for that now. We need to get.
But don't the
Things
guards
done.
know their masters, or is it just random Templar guards?
The guards to
The
Your
tent.
Tents.
Oh,
tents, they tend to be of the inner circle, if you will, of each guard.
Yeah. So the guard that was outside of this woman's tent mostly knows
this
her.
woman
Yeah.
being, of course, a knight
Velden.
captain.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
sorry,
you.
I forget names really fast. That's just me talking. and
How
not
very
feeling
temporary. You must have a lot of friends. I suspect that your investigation should lead you into the tower. Go
Right.
where we cannot.
Right. So we need to go in and find Stroud and ask him, and then try to gain Livornay's aid through Stroud. Possibly.
If that is indeed the situation that's happening, of course, that's the narrative you choose to
No
believe.
guarantees, of course.
No. But you can't exactly solve this case from here. The trial is going to be enacted in the morrow.
So soon?
Would you help us get inside the tower?
I'll do what I can. Right! At this point, there is a screeching sound. This is the sound of fire magic being cast.
Oh shit.
Yes, indeed. Muchos shitos. I would like you all to roll a constitution. Constitution.
Constitution what exactly?
Drinking.
Stamina.
10.
Stamina. Alright.
12.
I have running.
13.
13. You know!
Triple 6,
Oh
baby!
wow.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
I got 11.
Oh, gosh. Actually, that still passes. The tent catches fire
Oh shit.
as a fireball strikes nearby. You see the flames flickering. The Knight Captain, Aoni, leaps out of her chair screaming something like Maker's Breath before slapping on a helmet with wings on the sides coming up and storming out into the midday air where it's getting darker every second. Outside you see lots of fiery meteors coming down from the tower,
Oh shit.
striking tents here and there.
Yeah, so I would recognize this as a spell, basically.
Oh yeah,
like a
the
firestorm.
air is thick with fade stuffs. It's a lot of magic's being casted.
What are they doing?
Fools! Ruining everything! Left and right you're seeing Templars running, raising their shields high as they're running around. A few of them getting cast off their feet. One is on fire screaming. Roll a perception.
Ooh, double.
12.
14.
Oh, yes.
15.
You
Yeah.
stop?
19.
Jesus, you're on fire today.
No, I'm not.
See what you did there?
I rolled a 15 and I rolled a double and my dragon die is 6.
What perception exactly?
It would be
perception.
sight.
Seeing. Okay, so that
Because
is
seeing is
12,
believing.
15.
15? Sweet. What do you guys get?
19.
15.
Nice, your average is pretty damn high. It's interesting that you notice this because these fireballs are hitting everything except Gregoric's area.
This seems orchestrated.
Yeah.
It does.
This is not random. This is planned. So someone is communicating to someone on the inside and they're cooperating.
We should get you to safety.
I am about as safe as I can be in this situation. You need to get inside.
Yes, we need to get in. Let's use the spectacle and get in without people noticing us.
Yes.
We have to move now.
Yep.
You hear a booming voice behind you and you recognize it instantly as Gregoric's. Suck, do I?
Huh?
You said you suck on his thing. Yeah, there we go. He's storming up into the middle of the room. Finally, the betrayal of the mages is seen! I call upon the right of annulment immediately! And Ione turns to you looking for their helmet. You need to go now. Find a way in.
Yeah,
Turns around.
I'm just running. I'm going inside.
Yeah.
Shadow!
Shut up! You hear her screaming something
fuck.
abusive towards
Gregor.
Gregoric. Yeah.
Shit, look at that.
Oh wow, that's a 666.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So, you want to know what my total is then?
No, I don't need to.
'Cause
It's
this is
fine.
18,
I really don't need to.
19, 20,
No,
21, 22,
you got 18 without
23, 24, 25, 26, 27 on stealth.
This is how they find me. Yeah. God himself can't see you.
No.
You're invisible to the GM.
Do I need to roll a stealth?
Like, was it John Cena can't see you? I know.
This is what happens. My stealth is so good that I can just jump onto her back and take her with me in my shadow.
I can show you the world.
Run, pony!
Wow.
That's what you say.
So, right. We'll try stealth.
Valeth, heavy lifting.
11, 13, 15.
Yeah.
15.
So this is going to be a long episode today, guys.
Yes.
It's just gonna happen.
It's fine,
need
it's
to
fine,
save
it's
Cat.
fine, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine with me too.
But
what do
this
you
is
guys
the
roll for?
action
Stealth?
part.
Yeah.
Stealth? Yeah. You generally got, what do you get?
I haven't rolled yet.
Are you rolling stealth?
Oh, double. that 8, 9, 10.
Double means butt kiss, unless you pass.
That's just 10.
10.
Nice. Actually, that's pretty crap. But the average is drawn up and drawn down. Between all three of you, you manage to make your way to the tower itself. People are actually running away from it to try and put fires out and such. There's only a pair of guards who are looking away from you, looking at the tower, waiting for mages to come storming out. It's two essentially defender types. They've both got gigantic tower shields rammed down with swords drawn ready. So you're coming up from behind them, but they're both they're looking at the gate which you're trying to get to. What do you want to do?
Let's just run past them.
Yeah,
not do anything. Let's just run
stop
past.
anyone getting in. They're gonna stop people coming out.
Yeah, so we're just gonna run.
Awesome. You run, and these guys are not fast, so they see you plainly because there's no ground between you and the thing, unfortunately.
Yeah.
However, you make your way through the entire camp without being seen, except for these two guys here. You hear from behind you, "Hey,
we're gonna help. We're gonna stop this mess."
You haven't got authority. Go in there.
We don't care.
Trying to stop us, asshole. You get to the gate. And it's the doors to the tower are magically enchanted, as in you get close and you feel the sudden urge not to open the door.
Oh.
Can I use my arcane?
Yes.
Yeah. So what would that be? Magic, I guess. So yeah. So yeah.
There's no roll for it, but I like the idea that you can use magic to sense magic.
Yeah. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
13? Cool.
Yeah.
You feel the field in front of you. It's pretty heavy magic. It's basically designed to make anyone getting close to it just lose their desire to open it.
Right. So all I have to do is use my willpower to push through and open it.
Yes.
Okay, I do that.
Yep.
Do you explain it to us that we have to do the same, or?
I think it'll probably help if I just push through and then open the door.
Do you have the spell or anything like that? Any
No.
magic spells? Okay. Yeah, sure. Go for willpower, self-discipline.
Ooh, let's see. So that's 11, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
20, nice. This enchanted field which you get close to, you...
Action music.
Oh, right, of course, I'm sorry. It's just... There should be actually less of this. And,
Yeah, I don't think
action.
chatting is fitting.
Oh,
There we go.
Tell us if the music is too
crap.
Or loud.
Yes, or crap.
Or
Crap
loud.
loud. Crowd. When you get to the door, you notice that your will to move forward just gets sapped out of you straight away. You're disinterested in opening this door. You're just standing there completely in this weird haze or this fugue state. However, after a second of standing like you see Valeth reach her arms up, grit her teeth, and walk forward the 3 steps required.
Yeah, kind of like
pushing the doors. And it seems like the most hardest thing in the world, but this diminutive elf managed to do it. The second the doors part, there is you can hear this strange burning sound and the shattering of glass.
turn it down a little.
What?
It's a little loud for me at least.
What?
Yeah, that's good.
Is that okay?
Yep.
Oh.
Nice, right? The doors open just enough for you to slip inside.
And I just say, "Come on!"
You all get inside and push the doors closed behind you. As you close them, you're hearing a lot of Templars clanging their shields. They're not happy. You get inside. There is this atrium where tables and chairs have been stacked up in a ring facing you, and you hear someone cry out to you, "Stop there! No one move!"
I need to speak to Pertinax Stroud. My name is Valeth. I am a former mage of the Circle of Ferelden, and I have urgent business.
I have no idea how you remember his name.
Nope.
I can't remember.
I made the name.
Oh.
It's true, actually. I might not mention this, but the characters are joint effort, most of them. So, yeah. Go you. There is a bit of a pause for a second. One of them's a Templar!
I take off my helmet slowly.
Boink!
This is my associate Ness. He is not a Templar. He is in disguise. He is a warrior, and a former elven slave.
You can't see me, so it doesn't matter. I'm just invisible.
I'm not here. There's a woman with silver hair, and she pushes on the staff of someone. A rare circumstance comes after a rare circumstance happens. It seems something is broiling under the surface.
It is. There is a Templar outside named Gregoric, who's aiming to take control of the Templars of Ostwick, and he wants nothing more than to ask for the right of annulment on this circle. He just did. He actually openly requested it, and we don't want to see that happen. We want to help, and to do that, we need to swing the vote of Livorne and Ione against condemning a Templar named Keth.
She's thinking for a second. You can see that she's actively thinking. This is very dire tidings indeed. It seems we're being manipulated.
Yes, you are. That fire, that rain of fire was orchestrated. It hid nothing of Gregoric's forces, none of his tents, but everything else. This was orchestrated.
You don't understand. That was ordered by Stroud.
Well, we think that Stroud and Livorne and Veldin are being blackmailed to help Gregoric. We think they might have a relationship, or someone in here has a relationship with Veldin, and Gregoric knows about it and is using it to leverage Veldin's vote.
That could be the case. What's your name?
My name is Valeth.
And you're from the Ferelden Circle?
Formerly, yes.
Formerly?
I left.
Like many of them did. Did you join the Resistance?
No. I decided to be a free agent because I didn't want to pick sides. This is my life and I choose, and right now I fight for the Inquisition.
You see her, you see her raise an eyebrow. Indeed. Atheline.
Pleasure to meet you.
I'm a leader of the Aquitarians here, and I dare say I'm failing in my duty. Well, it seems we have a fight on our hands then, because we not only have the Templars outside, we also have Stroud's men up above of us. And up further than that, some Templars managed to get in and fought their way up.
Well, whatever aid you need, I will render.
Good. I hope so, because you're in for the fight of your life, and it sounds like if he gets the annulments right going, it's all going to be for nothing.
I'm ready.
Well then, we're going to stop it there. The only thing that's next is a lot of shit, so I'm going to cut it there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is such a harsh place to leave it.
It is, but
oh man,
we are literally halfway through the episode.
This probably took a little bit longer than you thought it would. I'm guessing.
It did. I was expecting it, and I didn't want to rush anyone. The last time I tried to rush people, I felt like I was kind of cutting the fun a bit, especially when people get oral. So there we go. I love that little laugh. Jesus. So next time we're going to see what happens when you guys. We're going to have an episode sooner.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that.
We're going to have to do it. Let's call this one episode 9.
Part 1.
Part 1.
This is going to have to be like 4 episodes podcast wise.
Snoot Dogg, no! But yeah, the next one is going to be rather.
No! Don't stop! We can't keep going!
No, I'm looking at the clock. I can't do that.
It's very late.
And I know what's on the way, and it's going to take a lot longer than that. So.
But we'll just have to try to set up an extra episode like this month or the beginning of next month or something.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
We'll let you guys know immediately the second we get that.
And also, we know as little about this as the audience does, so this is just as horrifying to us as it is to you.
The best part of it is I get time to improve what's coming as well.
Oh my god.
And I do believe you've created a map of the circle.
Yes, I have. Well, partially.
It's a map of the circle. Don't make it hard. And when you went to like Caldon's Keep in Dragon Age Origins, you were like, wow, this seemed like a tall tower, but it's like, what, 4 floors? I mean, my home is bigger than this one.
Yeah.
No, but there are a lot of unused floors, as you say.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful map, by the way. Very Tevintini. But yeah, will they all be able to find out what the heck is going on with the blackmailing plot? Why is Stroud the one causing the fireballs when he's meant to be
an isolationist?
Yeah. And can you trust this Athene? Fëanor. Can you trust her? She seems okay
for now.
And where the heck is Lamone?
Yeah, where?
And who are the Templars at the top of the tower?
There's so many questions.
And where's Leclerc?
And what is at the top of the tower?
But that's light. And a fantastic room that I have so many plans for tonight.
It's just this big trampoline bed.
Yeah, that's what it is. Clearly.
No, it isn't.
Oh my god! But this episode has been so much fun. I can't remember laughing this much in like forever.
She did it.
Yes, it's all Tanya's.
This was Tanya's golden hour. This was, or golden 2 minutes, depending on the. Seriously, well, I thought
whichever.
We need the next episode now. Oh, you behave, Deirdre. Make it happen. You're not the boss of me, Deirdre.
No, okay. So before we sign off, this is the end of episode 9, part 1, I guess.
Part 1.
Part 1. And thank you guys for watching us this far. This was a long episode, and
we should do it here more often.
Yeah, this was fun.
This was really a lot easier actually, and it's a lot more organic when it's not. Because let's be honest, your setup at home is terrible.
Yeah.
And you are so much more engaged when you're not like fighting the signal, so to speak. It's great.
So we'll try to make this happen again because it's fun. I mean, it works over Hangouts, no problem, but this is also very fun. It's more, you can play more off of people's energies in this way.
And we have snacks.
Snacks.
And a box spawn.
Yeah, and box spawn.
He has actually been behaving pretty well today. I'm very impressed of him because normally he's just barking like crazy.
Yeah. Night, Deirdre.
Good night.
Night, Deirdre.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk. What? You are the boss of me. Cool.
Alright.
Last minute messages. What?
Yeah, we just needed this fun episode with a lot of laughter because I think there's a lot of dread coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there were a lot of angst and feels in the last episode.
Are you going to reveal what was in that note that you were given at the start of the episode?
No.
That's the thing with handouts. I knew for a second that if I give Tonya this and not say anything, she's gonna keep it to her chest, like not saying anything.
Yeah, but she shared it with me.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Aww.
You don't count.
Yeah.
So we've got the Bloody Stags next week.
Yeah.
The people from we're doing. It's funnily enough, time span wise, we're actually ahead chronologically compared to the events of Fateswain and the Bloody Stags. And in Fateswain, they're going to be doing 7 days of just not being killed and stuff, and just generally getting settled into folly. Whereas the Bloody Stags have got their own ordeal in the Crossroads, which is going to get them. By the way, you level up 1.
Oh, good.
Cool.
Yay.
So we're now level 11.
I'm trying to get you guys the same level as the Fateswain guys.
Yeah.
So in November, when everyone meets each other,
everyone will be overpowered and cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know about you guys, but I want to see Ness versus Isildur.
Oh.
Or like a sass-off between I'm trying to think, what's her name? The new character done by Imogen Heap. Bless. Imogen's Orlesian artist, Elysian student.
Yeah.
She has a
face full of makeup.
Yes, and she's a bard, but instead of like a bard, she's a sass bard. So instead of singing, she basically just gives people abuse, and that's how she works. It's amazing.
Oh, that's cool. That's a cool idea.
I hope we gave you guys a good episode here, especially for you who were a bit traumatized by the episode of Fateswain from Betrayal Raven. Sorry about that. Each team has a theme, and yes, more dread is coming. So there.
Yeah, there will be dread all around, I think, but I think a lot of people got some nice shipping time today, so that's nice.
You got to know Ness a little better.
Yeah.
Get to know, but I think there's a Templar there. We got to know him real well. He's
intimately.
He's so rough, but he's so soft inside.
Yeah.
I would be the
like
best
a coconut.
What?
Yeah, like a coconut.
Or an armadillo.
Yeah. Squishy.
Before.
Alright, yeah, so at the end of this, thank you guys for watching. If you want to check out our podcast on iTunes, SoundCloud, or Stitcher, you can do that because, It's like a podcasting network thing. So yeah, so it's just easier to find it for people who use it. Yeah, so iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Podcast Addict also.
We will just have to stay faithful.
Yes, stay faithful. Yes, that's our new slogan. Thank you.
We are stealing that. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Rirai, that was amazing.
That was amazing. Stay faithful to us, guys. Yeah, and if you are an iTunes user, please give our podcast a 5-star review and maybe write a little review, and we can read it up on our podcast or our live streams.
Yes, spread the news.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And also go watch Betrayal Raven.
Yes, and the Bloody Stags. They are our sister groups over at the Betrayal Raven YouTube channel.
The Brits.
The
As
Brits.
we know them. Yeah, they're all British.
Yes.
Except for Anna, she's Norwegian.
Yeah. Swedish actually.
By the way, we've been talking a lot about appearing at some cons and running RPG games there with Dragon Age. So if any of you guys think that'd be a good idea, if you have thoughts or feelings about that, just drop a line or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to meet us at some cons and play some RPGs, or maybe watch us play a live show of this? Let us know.
Yeah.
I think that's it for tonight. Also, remember, Fateswain Con is coming later this year, which will be a epic 2-day, Dragon Age role-playing extravaganza. So, yeah, that'll be awesome.
Deadly.
Yeah, that too.
Should we say goodbye?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Good night and goodbye.
Yeah.
Stay faithful.
Stay faithful.
Oh my god, is that our new slogan?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it totally is.
Totally is.
Stay faithful.